Mark Carter from the St. Louis County Council, chat box, all that stuff. Actually, Ken, we got a letter from the shop steward of the International Brotherhood of Chatboxers, Local 1019-941. Maybe we'll read that later.
Yeah.
Later.
Later.
Meanwhile, who's going to do the Pledge of Allegiance for us?
We got Brendan Straka.
Oh, walk away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brendan.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, listen, the Pledge of Allegiance to send Ken yourself, record yourself doing the Pledge of Allegiance and send it to Ken, and you can be part of our Pledge of Allegiance roster, the Pledge roster, we can call it. Yeah. All right, Ken, so let's talk about last night, shall we?
We shall.
Yeah. So first of all, let's start with let's start with the crazy Al Green. Okay, he learned the last two, one an honest State of the Union, the other just a speech to the joint session of Congress that President Trump did. Al Green waved his crazy old man cane.
Yeah, he just acting out. I don't know how else you can say it. Just being a part of the crazy Democrat left.
They really are, and he didn't just lose; he got crushed. So you got any music for Al Green? Anything we can kind of send him off with? Oh, that sounds absolutely
like
perfect.
that.
Yeah, maybe he'll sing this on the way out of the Capitol building for the last time. Bye, Al. Why doesn't this Al Green run for office? I'd vote for him.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm hitting these notes here. I don't know if you're noticing that.
I kind of heard that.
I don't know if I can do it on a regular basis, so I don't want to spend too much time on that. So we'll have and by the way, the guy that beat him, he has 4 vowels in his name, and they're all E. He's a Democrat, so we don't want him to win, obviously, but I'm just looking up to see exactly what the name is. His name is Menefee. Menefee.
Okay.
The other vowels are protesting. They got their signs.
Right.
What about us vowels? We got left out of that. So Al Green's gone. Thank God for that. We don't need him anymore. Now, let's talk a little bit, Ken, about the Texas Senate race. John Cornyn thought, I think a lot of these guys, but you know what, before we get to that, Dan Goldman, remember Dan Goldman?
Yeah.
He every night he dreams he impeaches President Trump. That's his dream. He wakes up, oh, President Trump is still president. He right now in his polls for his representative seat is down 20 points.
That's huge.
The first impeachment hearing of President Trump, Dan Goldman was the legal counsel for the Democrats, and he sat behind in the back there. That's why when he became representative, where have I seen that face before?
Yeah.
And all he does is he was in I think he was, when Hunter Biden was testifying behind closed doors. Before it was over, Dan Goldman runs out of the room, runs to the press, and says, yeah, Joe just called to say the weather's good,
Right.
Because sometimes the first is the one the press goes with, not necessarily the most accurate.
Exactly right.
Right? So, yeah, so he can go. I don't care about him. So in Texas, John Cornyn thought he was just going to breeze through after 30 years, I think, in the Senate, and he didn't make it. He's one of those never Trumper. We have to stand up to President Trump. It's like standing up to President Trump is more important than fixing this broken country.
Right. That's a part of it with Cornyn.
And that's no way to be an American, much less an American senator.
No.
Right? So NBC News, boy, they just couldn't handle it.
Holy cow, we are off and
Holy
running.
cow.
Denton County, this is a big one. Fast growing, just north of Dallas and Fort Worth here. You see 62% of the vote. What does that mean? This is the early vote that was cast here. Holy cow, that is a good number if you're Ken Paxton. A 25-point advantage for Paxton in Denton here. I'll show you the other county because we want to give you all the results, but I'm going to go right back to Denton because it's much more significant. This is massively significant.
Massively.
Massively significant, yeah, and it really is. I mean, these are not just people voting for another candidate. They're voting the establishment out. And Cornyn's not the only one. You know, Green's not the only one. I mean, these are people. The left is going further left. And the conservative movement is saying, look, guys, common sense here. Look what they're doing. And I think that at least in Texas, they're starting to see it.
Yep. And now, and Jazzy lost her thing.
Right.
Right. She lost to Tallarico. When you lose to a guy who thinks that God was non-binary, you're a terrible candidate. I mean, she was a terrible representative.
Right.
So somehow she lost to somebody worse. But we'll talk about that later. So after he won, Ken Paxton spoke to the crowd, and guess who he thanked?
And then there's one person who I think you might know. President Donald J. Trump. When everyone in Washington told him to abandon me and abandon the people of Texas, he didn't listen. Instead, he gave his complete and total endorsement. President Trump is the leader of our party, and his endorsement in this is the most powerful force in politics. And I'm honored to have his support, and I look forward to working with him in the Senate to deliver for Texas. Tonight, we just sent a Texas-sized message to Washington. I said it in March, and I'll say it again now. Today, change was on the ballot, and change won.
And Vic, not listening, it was a key that I think a key word or key phrase that he mentioned there. Not listening to the left. Right now, the left is trying to push this whole MAGA is dead thing. I don't know I know where it came from. They started it. But it's people will post, hey, is this true? Stop. No, it's not true. I mean, look at what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
If MAGA was dead, President Trump would not be an influence. And he is pretty much 100% right now in his endorsements.
So, Ken Williams, you mentioned that that they're not listening to the left. They're not listening to MAGA.
No, they're not. They don't care.
Because MAGA had a great night last night.
Right.
You know, and having a great election season so far and the endorsements that President Trump has given. And I think it's such a message that the left is missing. And I'm like, fine, you just missed that message because November is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. And I think we've got all kinds of messages we can give them that we want to deliver.
True. They want to listen. We're here to help. So you brought up a good point, Ken, there, because who is the leader of the Democrat Party? Do you have a name?
Oh, I would say Hakeem Jeffries. You can go down the list. AOC.
Now, hold on. Are you not listening to me? Who is the leader? Neither of those people are leaders. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Oh, no, I get what you're saying. Kamala Harris.
Ah!
Gavin Newsom. I mean,
wow.
Mom Donnie. Let's go down the list of being. I want to be real here. Who the actual Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren. These are the top people in the Democrat Party.
One quick thing about Bernie Sanders. He's spending so much money flying a private plane, right? And all that climate crap is gone now, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But he's spending millions and millions of dollars on his Stop Oligarchy tour.
What the
hell?
And now he's aligning himself with that Plattner dude, the one who's the Nazi.
Oh my God!
Well, this guy is a radical. He is so far left that it's amazing that anyone would even consider this guy, kind of like Mamdani, kind of like Tallarico. But they're not only considering them, they're backing them. They're giving hundreds of millions of dollars to their campaigns. Vic, this is where we are with the Democrat Party. They are like a revolutionary party now. They're not even a Democrat Party that we ever knew.
We have to stop the millionaires. The millionaires have all the money.
Well, wait a minute,
the millionaire. What?
I'm sorry, Mr. Sanders, but you're a millionaire now.
Oh, we have to stop the billionaires. The billionaires are ruining this country. Oligarchy. Even if you are a Bernie bro, remember the Bernie Bros?
Yeah, man.
When he started.
My brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they fell for that, and they were traveling around with him, and I mean they had the face, the big Bernie head that they had during the campaigns.
Heads.
They have them.
So, don't they see every time he speaks? Stop Oligarchy is right on the podium, on the front of the podium.
Yeah.
and he's spending all this money, and then they're buying it. I guess that's how stupid liberals are. I guess.
I would say that a good percentage, but I don't want to say all. I still have hope for some of your long-term older Democrat, like the Democrat parties of before, the Democrat people of before. They're actually, you know what they are? They're middle of the road now.
Yeah.
They're, if you want to even lean a little common sense right, they're no longer, the Democrat Party has left you. You need to really reevaluate what you're doing with your vote, because these people have left you. They've not only left you, they've left America. They've left this country.
Yeah. Can we talk about that crazy Nazi in Maine?
Yeah, Plattner.
How is he getting away with the stuff that he said? Remember how, and Trump didn't even say it, that the soldiers that were buried were suckers and losers? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy has said way worse things. President Trump didn't say that. Let's start right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But this guy has said that they deserve to die and all that stuff.
Being that stupid to, what it was a soldier, and I don't remember his name, but he actually put himself in harm's way to save the other soldiers and died.
He also said some stuff about Chris Kyle, didn't he?
Yes, that he was shooting America or shooting civilians.
Chris Kyle, I don't know.
But this guy, and he put himself in harm's way, saved soldiers. He was a hero, and this Plattner douchebag.
Wow, we both almost nailed one there. Go ahead.
Yeah. He said, "What a dumbass for doing that." Okay, well, we know where you come from.
I hate to prejudge. Actually, I love to prejudge. I love being prejudicial. But he looks like somebody that will freak out and shoot up a Walmart, you know?
Did you see the close-up of his face just looking straight into the camera? You get a chill. This guy's, something's not right about this guy.
Yeah. All right, so Cornyn lost, Jazzy lost, and Al Green lost. You got any music for the group there that we can send them away with? Huh. Good choice, Ken. Goodbye. Na 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 na. Hey, Cornyn and Jazzy and goodbye. Can't fit it all in.
Goodbye.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
And this is just beginning, everybody. This midterm is going to be as important as 28 and beyond. We have to get out to vote. We have to get the people out to vote. You got friends and family. You need them to get out and vote if they're going to vote Republican, or vote Republican as we are right now. MAGA. Vote MAGA. What MAGA would do.
And please, if you have friends and relatives that only gather news from NBC News, the Today Show, and all that, please know they're lying to you, okay?
I sat this weekend with 50 people, and some people were coming to me. I never went to anybody else. They were asking me questions about the mainstream media and what they were saying. I said, here's the truth. Here's why they're lying. They could not believe it, in fact.
Where was this?
At my house.
You had 50 people at your house?
I had over 50 people throughout the whole day.
Don't come to my house, 50 people. I don't like people coming over my house. I don't like going over people's houses. But we'll listen to this audio later. But James Tallarico is going to be a problem for Christian voters.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of a statement is that? Christian voters, I would say most of them are going to vote Republican even if there was no James Tallarico. And a guy that says that God is non-binary, you think Christians are going to vote for that?
Right.
What's the problem?
Exactly right.
All right, we'll talk about that later. They're just going full-on campaigning for the left. And fake news is a beaut today. Absolute beauty. It's next on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Welcome home.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. Vic and Ken. Vic has great hair. Ken has great, baseball caps? The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. This is 101.9 and 94.1.
I have to tell you, if this is how they're going to behave, I'm rethinking my position.
News Talk STL.
Tony Colombo here for Gutter Pros and Exteriors, your all-in-one service team that brings years of experience and quality that's affordable right to your doorstep. Christine and I discovered Gutter Pros and Exteriors when we bought our home and inherited a gutter problem. And they've also repaired siding damage on our home because along with gutter repair, gutter installation, and leaf protection, the Gutter Pros team are also the best for repairing other exterior damage, including fascia, soffit, and all siding repair and installation. Learn about all the ways Gutter Pros and Exteriors can help your home or business right now at gutterpros.com.
The Herzog Tomorrow Foundation provides private school tuition scholarships through Missouri's new Most Scholars program to cover the cost of accessible, high-quality schooling.
Hi, this is Myella Esser with the Herzog Tomorrow Foundation. Our private school tuition scholarships wouldn't be possible without the support of generous Missouri taxpayers. If you're a Missouri taxpayer interested in redirecting your tax dollars and sending them to Missouri students in need of a better education, please contact me at herzogmostscholars.org.
Better education for students creates a better tomorrow for all. Learn how you can help provide a better education for Missouri students at herzogmostscholars.org. That's herzogmostscholars.org. Also, sign up for The Lion, an initiative of the Herzog Foundation that carries articles covering a wide range of issues facing American families and culture. herzogfoundation.com. That's herzogfoundation.com.
Something big is happening in St. Louis County, and you're invited.
Join us for the grand reopening of the St. Louis County Central Committee's brand new headquarters, and it's an open house you don't want to miss.
Stop by Wednesday, June 3rd at 794 Gravois Bluffs for light appetizers, beverage, and a chance to meet your Central Committee members. Plus, Chris and I will be there live.
Join Tim and me and tour the new headquarters. That's Wednesday, June 3rd, 794 Gravois Bluffs.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Ken Williams, thank you. Jay Giles Band.
Yes, sir.
Still not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No.
This song is on Love Stinks, I believe. And it's called Come Back. Baby!
Here we go.
Baby!
I used to love that band. I still do, but I mean, when it first came out, I was like, oh, this is cool.
That Love Stinks album, I mean, Love Stinks was the lead single, and we were like, oh my God, this is great.
Good stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
And no anchovies, please.
No anchovies, please.
All right. I mentioned briefly in that last conversation, Ken, which I love just conversations with you and me. I said people who, like the 50 people, I can't believe you had 50 people at your house. We're talking about, you were telling them about the fake news, NBC lies and all that stuff, right? You just tell me that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we have to think back. Well, first of all, why don't we get into it? Are we fighting something? Are we fighting?
We are.
We are fighting the fake news. It's fake.
Fake news.
All together now.
Phony. Fake.
Fake news.
Fake, 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 fake.
So, when Joe Biden was president, this show, I can't speak for everyone in the world or everybody on the conservative side or supposedly conservative side, talked about Joe Biden's cognitive skills were not up to that of leading this country and being the leader of the free world.
Yeah, we would cover that pretty much ad nauseum. I mean, to the point to where every other clip was something about Joe talking and not really.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word.
One word.
I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping. But I feel badly also about the fistulas that are taking place in Eastern Congo.
I mean, we covered this stuff every day.
Okay, hold on. That particular cut right there, you play the fistulets, will always till the day I die remind me of Katie Fitzpatrick. Because she used to listen on the way in, right?
Yeah.
And then she'd fistulets, ha, ha, ha! I was like, oh my God,
I always
awesome.
thought I wanted to try one.
Try a fistulet?
Oh, yeah.
You have tartar sauce? You make your own tartar sauce?
Well, that's what I want to do is
make your own tartar sauce.
Because the fistulets sound really good.
Fistulets of a fillet of fistulets sandwich. So anyway, not just how he spoke, how he walked, how he, walked real slow and Because you know why you knew they were going to fake it? And I bring this up all the time. It was election day night when he won the election, and Kamala's waiting at the podium for him, and he did his old man run over to the podium. The Flintstone music, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. Even not knowing what we were going to see in the next 4 years, I was like, oh, my God, what's he trying to prove? And now they're saying that Trump's in bad shape.
Now, think about this for a second. You've got the mainstream media, what you're talking about, back when Joe Biden won the election, quote unquote, they were on his side so much that when people would question it, they'd say, oh, no, we've heard that he runs around the White House. No one can keep up. It's crazy. And then here is Karine Jean-Pierre and actually Jen Psaki. She's like, yeah, I'll go to ask him a question. You got to, hey, I got to catch him. Joe, where's Joe? Joe, come on. He was so fast. He was nonstop all the time. It was such a lie.
They're so bad. So, yesterday morning on the Today Show, we haven't done the Today Show on fake news for a while.
No, we haven't, actually.
And this
even though we see it every day.
Jumped out at me, and I couldn't resist it. So here we go. Savannah Guthrie, who cares more about this than her own mother, clearly.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about where her mother is
maybe not
anymore. And that snarky little Garrett Keck, whatever his name is.
I just don't like him.
I don't like him either. But here we go.
To Washington now, President Trump heading to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center this morning for what the White House calls a medical and dental checkup.
Stop. What's the tell?
What they're calling it.
What the White House is calling it.
What the White House is calling a mental and dental checkup or something like that.
It wasn't mental. It was go back.
Yeah.
But the key phrase is what the White House calls.
Yes.
Same thing as so-called.
Yeah, it's
same thing. Same tell. Go ahead.
Heading to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center this morning for what the White House calls a medical and dental checkup.
Stop. Medical and dental checkup.
Yeah.
So what they call it it's not really that, but the White House is calling
it that. Well, they're calling it that. So
that's what they're saying.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's his third visit in 13 months and puts the spotlight on the president's health ahead of his 80th birthday next month.
Isn't Joe older than him?
Yeah, but Joe's not president now.
Oh, yeah, but when he was?
Didn't matter.
Okay.
He was older at the time he was president, yes. You are correct. But at that time, they said, he is a spry 80-year-old. I mean, Vic, am I saying something that's not true?
No.
That's exactly every day with the Today Show is Joe Biden is he's a miracle. He's a miracle.
It has Americans questioning. Is that what she said, American? Can you go back? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We probably should have played it first.
Puts the spotlight on the president's health ahead of his 80th.
Puts a spotlight on the president's health. You're putting the spotlight on the president's health. I'm not. Are you?
No, I'm not either.
There you go.
And I don't think President Trump was. Trump was doing probably an appointment that he had, and he was going to go. And you know what the other part of this is? Every president has done it, and they should get their checkup. But according to them, yeah, you're right. They're putting a spotlight on President Trump's health.
80th birthday next month. NBC's chief White House correspondent Garrett Hake has more. Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. Look, the White House says this is just a routine doctor's visit for
what the White House says is it's just routine.
President Trump, but as he approaches that 80th birthday, his physical and mental health are under a growing spotlight.
Stop! A growing spotlight, Vic. Not only a spotlight, but a growing one.
Go.
The president has had some visible health issues that he and his doctors say are minor. He's been seen with bruises.
He and his doctors say are minor. Yeah. They can't just talk. They have to switch it around and throw the words in there to make it look worse for him every single time he talks.
You're so right. Why do they need to say he and his doctors that they say? That they, whatever.
I wouldn't say that.
The doctors, they're claiming.
All right, back to Carrot Cock or whatever his name is.
He's been seen with bruising on his hand, which he says is from aspirin usage and too many hard handshakes. And there's swelling on his lower legs, which his doctors say comes from a common vein condition. He has also appeared to doze off in some recent White.
Okay, that's a big deal for me.
Go, baby.
Dozing off.
Go.
He's not dozing off. I saw this on the Celebrity Apprentice when he was in the Apprentice a long time ago, right? He would close his eyes while he's listening to people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not sleeping. That's taking in and being very focused on the words that you're saying to him.
And Ken, you can take a picture of someone, a photograph of them looking down, and it looks like their eyes are closed.
Well, there were like 3 or 4 different Democrat Congress people that were saying he's sleeping. Well, then someone took a meme of each one of those people with their eyes closed while they're standing there. And they're like,
they're
well,
sleeping.
you guys are sleeping standing.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just writing something down here I forgot to talk about yesterday. Chris Berman, you remember Chris Berman?
Yeah.
Back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He was an anchor for ESPN. And when he first started, he would look down at his paper all the time, and it would look like he was falling asleep in the middle of the sportscast. He wasn't. He was just looking down. And then somebody talked to him, obviously, because it stopped after a while. But I wasn't alone there thinking, when is he falling asleep? You know?
What do you think President Trump cares what they think about that stuff? I don't think so.
That's where the hard handshake comes in. I'm sure Trump was like, it's from hard handshakes. What's the matter with you? Garrett Cuck.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Go ahead.
The name you have for him.
White House events, which he and the White House say are not actually what we see. The president received.
It's not actually what we see. So that's kind of like your lying eyes, right? He's trying to say
that they said daily to us.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Regular medical care here at the White House, but some specialized testing, like the CT scan conducted on his heart and on his abdomen last October, can only be done when he's off-site. Now, this all comes as recent polling from the Washington Post and ABC shows that 40% of Americans believe the president has the mental sharpness to do what is one of the world's toughest jobs. That's a 7-point drop from September.
What does that have to do with, what does that have, when people say, well, we think, what does that have to do with the reality of what he is going through right now?
Did you notice who sponsored that poll?
No.
Washington Post and ABC News.
Oh, come on. Really? I didn't pay attention. I should be.
So he says, they call you and say, so, hi, we're doing a poll. You don't think President Trump can run the country, right? Don't you think he's sick? Okay, well, you go, 40%. It's bull. It's bull. I don't believe 40. Well, you know what? 40% of Americans, sure. That's your never Trumpers. That's your stupid liberals.
Well,
right?
the 40% says that he could. I think he's. Here, let me do that again because let's get this straight.
It can only be done when he's off-site. Now, this all comes as recent polling from the Washington Post and ABC shows that 40% of Americans believe the president has the mental sharpness.
Yeah, 40% says he has the mental sharpness.
I thought it was the other way.
So what was that question? How did they ask that question?
So you don't think the president is well enough to run the country, right? Don't you think he's cognitively repaired and he can't? So you don't want him to run the country, right?
Well, I'm one of the MAGA.
You don't think
I'm MAGA.
But you don't think he can run the country, right? Don't
Yes,
you think
I do think so. I do think so. I'm MAGA. I'm one of the 40%.
Do you think he's mentally unwell?
No.
So you don't think he can run the country?
No, I do think he can run.
As soon as you said no, they clipped that out,
Right.
put it over here. Oh, my God. Go ahead.
To do what is one of the world's toughest jobs. That's a 7-point drop from September. And in terms of his physical capacity, that number stands at 44%. That's a 10-point drop from 8 months ago. For his part, the president said back in February that he feels decades younger than his 79 years.
Hey, Vic Porcelli, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How many of these polls did they do during the Joe Biden administration
Yeah,
about
right.
talking about its gait
Right.
and walking and
Right.
talking? How many?
I don't know.
I personally don't remember
Yeah.
ever getting that information.
And if it was like, you think Joe Biden's in good shape, right? Hi, is NBC News? Don't you think that the president's in good shape?
Well, I mean, they're using WAPO and ABC, so maybe they should have used something more conservative, like Fox News. Fox News did a poll on Joe Biden. Let's see what they had to say. No, that didn't happen.
Did you say WAPO?
Yeah.
Is that the cool hipster way to say Washington
It
Post?
is Washington Post, yeah.
Could you not do that anymore?
Okay.
I don't care.
I was being hipster.
It just sounded so WAPO. All right, final thing, and then that's all the time we have fake news.
Well, no, hold on.
I said something that has nothing to do with anything, but it's the funniest thing in the news in the last 10 years. And
We are fighting the fake news. It's fake. Fake news. Phony. Fake.
Fake news. So the shooting at the
Fake.
So the shooting at the White House, remember?
Yeah.
Did you see the video of the girl from NBC News? She's not on air. It's before air, but the camera's rolling. And she makes this face. What is that? Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, God, Ken. What is that? She looks around. Then she turns around and walks towards it. And then she turns back. What is that? Meme of the century. People put every stupid thing behind her. And then she goes, what is that?
So, she actually says, what is that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Meaning, is that gunfire? And the cameraman says, I think it's gunfire,
Oh, okay.
So
That's great.
somebody has created a green screen where you can put anything you want in the world
nice.
behind her for her to
Okay.
turn around and say, what is that? All right, that's it. Let's get out of here. Yeah, Jay Giles Band, you bet. I'm sorry, we didn't give credit to Garrett Hock. Hey, happy birthday. This station celebrating 5 years on the air on the 19th of July, and America celebrating 250 years on July the 4th. So, happy birthday to both. So we're going to talk to an actual J6er who, by the way, listens to the show.
Yeah.
And it's not over. The troubles aren't over for these J6ers. They're still being punished financially, So Enrique Colon is next on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Welcome home. Come back, baby.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Boy, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL. Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
Judges block Alabama's new map. We'll talk to legal eagle Zach Smith about what's next in the redistricting fight at 420.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps. Weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL.
Got scrap metal, junk cars, or old appliances taking up space? Turn that clutter into cash. Since 1968, 21 Recycling and Scrap Metal has been the area's trusted name for recycling. We buy copper, brass, aluminum cans, scrap iron, wheels, catalytic converters, AC units, water heaters, washers, dryers, and yes, junk cars too. With our brand new truck scale on premises, getting paid is fast and easy. Old Highway 21 by Highway M or 21-recycling.com.
Hey guys, don't miss Straight Lines with Elizabeth Kaiser every Sunday evening at 8 p.m. where we talk about so many areas, including AI, law, and health. We have some fantastic guests on my show. Don't forget, Sunday evenings at 8 p.m., Straight Lines with Elizabeth Kaiser.
Stand and Fight with Nick Schroer.
Hey, it's Nick Schroer. To preserve this nation, to preserve the experiment and liberty that our founders envisioned, we must take a stand and fight.
Stand and Fight with Nick Schroer. Sunday nights at 6.
Only on News Talk STL.
Rhino Shield is engineered to outlast paint, formulated to outsmart the elements. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, mold or mildew. Our home exterior coatings intelligently designed to stand up to Mother Nature. Call 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com.
Jamie Allman here, tossing and turning over retirement worries. You're not alone. 3 out of 4 Americans share your concern about having enough saved. But here's the thing. A comfortable retirement isn't out of reach, even if you're planning for 30 or 40 years ahead. Every day, Jeff Portman from the Gemini Wealth Group helps people avoid the critical mistakes that can derail their retirement. Build your path to financial confidence. Visit GeminiWealthGroup.com or call Jeff directly at 314-888-0123.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA, SIPC.
All the information I need on the drive to work.
Mike Ferguson in the morning. I keep it on throughout the day, whether it's local, national, or something big that's happening overseas.
News, analysis, and opinion.
St. Louis is #1 for conservative talk.
News Talk STL.
This hour, the Vic Porcelli Show, brought to you by Connor Roofing. You can count on Connor for all your roofing needs. Visit ConnorRoofing.com. That's CONNER Roofing.com. Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Yo, Vic, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, British lady? All right, welcome to it, 101.9, 94.1 News Talk STL. I'm Vic Porcelli. That guy over there is Ken Williams. He's the guy who's the boss. He's the boss. It's his show. It's Ken Williams' show.
No, it's not.
June 2nd is brought to you by this wrestling match. News Talk STL, Hammond Institute for Free Enterprise, and the St. Charles County Republican Central Committee, hosting a live debate at Lindenwood University at the J. Scheidegger Center for the Arts. Beautiful building. And the candidates will be there. County executive candidates, Jason Law, Bill Eigel, and incumbent Steve Ellman. They'll take on questions from a panel well-versed in St. Charles County issues. Jamie Ullman's the moderator, by the way. Tim and Chris will have a little tailgate during their show.
Oh, yeah.
Brats and stuff. No, I don't go there looking for brats. But they'll be doing their show from 4 to 6. Doors open at 5:45. Program starts at 6:30, and the wrestling starts at 7. It's all free. Just show up. Mid-Rivers News Magazine and the Lewis and Clark Pachyderms Club sponsor it. You can get all the information at NewstalkSTL. All right, our next guest is a J6er. We don't get a chance. We've spoken to a few J6ers, Jake Lang, Owen Schroyer.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to another one, Enrique Colon. Enrique, thanks for being with us. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for having me, Vic.
It's our pleasure. Now, before we get into what they're doing to you now, can you take us back to January 6th and where you were and what you did?
Well, Vic, I was with a group of guys known as the Proud Boys, not knowing exactly what was going on because I had never been a member of any protesting club of any kind. And before I became involved with them, I seen a video of a black lady with her 2 children walking down Washington, D.C., and her husband being attacked by the mob. And when the husband defends the wife, the police react to him and not the mob. And I became so incensed. I thought, somebody's got to do something. And in my mind, I thought it'd be a good idea if I became involved with some group that protects these people. So that was my reason for being involved. So January 6th comes in, and we make it in there. Most of the people there in my group, we had no idea what was going on, who's in charge, what's happening. We were just there to support President Trump. I always told my wife, I said, President Trump's done so much for us. How could I not stand for him today on January 6th? So that's basically it. That's we had no plan, no nothing. We were just there. We kind of were chickens with our heads cut off. And in retrospect, of course, that's not a good situation to be in. And hindsight's 2020. I probably wouldn't put myself in that situation ever again.
Well, there was no way, Enrique, I think, for you to know that the whole January 6th thing was rigged and planned by Nancy Pelosi for months.
Yeah.
No matter who won the election, by the way. They had a plan for if Trump won the election and a plan for if Trump lost the election.
And Enrique, you went to protest. That's what your God-given right and American right is to do, right?
Absolutely. Peacefully protest. There was no nothing. I was actually scared for my life. And, we did some things to try to protect ourselves, but nothing offensive, at least not between me and the group that I was with from Kansas City.
I want to say, too, that, the left thinks that you Proud Boys are all a bunch of racists, and that's all you are.
Yeah.
Right? You know that.
No, nothing could be further from the truth. There was multiple black folks that were members. There was Mexicans.
They're so stupid.
There was everything.
They're so stupid. I swear to God, the press is just so stupid. Okay, so now that, by the way, have you seen Officer Fanone's body camera footage? Have you seen that on the news?
I have seen that. It's been. I've tried to, as you can imagine, I suffer from PTSD from the day as well. It wasn't just the officers that got attacked, which I do not agree with, and I will never agree with officers being attacked. But so I pretty much stay away from everything.
I don't blame you there. So let me
political in nature. Besides your show, of course.
I appreciate that.
Thanks, Enrique.
Now, listen, let me fill you in, okay? Fanone, who was almost in tears while he was testifying, now his body cam tells a different story. So, A, he's perjured himself. B, all you guys need to be exonerated from all this. Were you in a gulag? Did they throw you in jail?
I was in jail for about 8 to 9 hours or so, being held while I was processed and seeing a judge in the Western District, the federal Western District of Missouri, and then I was let go basically on a signature bond after being arrested.
All right. So,
so do you have a record?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, I mean, I had a record until the pardons came through.
Good.
Now it's it's.
Expunged.
I've been pardoned. I was nonviolent. I was, there was so many people that were roiled up in this that didn't even say, cuss, or insult or threaten any officer, but because of the group that I was with, they just label you one thing, and that's what you are. And basically, I was marked as a domestic terrorist, And, I'm a grandfather, I'm a father, I'm a worker. I don't even take vacations. I'm always working. And so, yeah, that's my status right now. I've been pardoned, so it doesn't show that I have an active felony. It's formally convicted.
And that's the problem that I have, Vic, is these guys, they didn't do anything but in America, in this country, just because they were aligned with a group that is even questionable about even being a radical group at all. From what I ever remember about Proud Boys before is they were a group of people who were conservative, but they were family people. They were fathers that were just almost like, they were advocating for the family.
Yeah.
And then they turned them into some radical right-wing group.
All right, Enrique, give us what's going on now with Capital One and all that.
Okay, so I apply for a Capital One card. I have pretty good credit. They extend some credit to me. I make some purchases, and a week later they cancel my card. So of course I say, "What's going on?" I call them, and they tell me, your name matches a person whose name is involved in some criminal activity, and we have made a business decision to let you go." And they did.
That's crazy.
They closed my account.
Paul
they closed my account, and I was buying guitars, music instruments. I wasn't buying guns or anything like that. That's all I do: music and work and my family. And no luck with Capital One.
Well, it's as simple as that, and they should not have in any way be doing something like that. Paul Kurtman, who was here when the station started, he was trying to do a big event called the Defense of Freedom. And during that time, he was looking for financing. And he had it. He actually had it through Chase, and Chase dropped him in midstream. All the guests that he was supposed to have, they went their own other ways. He had to postpone it for a while, I think. But the bottom line is, it's the same thing happened to him that happened to you, Enrique.
Right. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons, to be honest. I know it sounds sad, but I just don't get involved in anything political. Besides, of course, this conversation, I just don't. I just want to be just one of the guys. I want to be left alone. I want to raise my family. I want to be by my family, which I actually don't even get to do that either.
Yeah. I so hear that, Enrique. Now that I'm at my age. We were just having this conversation before. No, I don't want to go to your house and 50 people. I don't want anybody in my house. I just want me and my wife to hang out together. That's it.
And Enrique, explain what you just said, because that's important. I think my conversation had to do with this. Go ahead.
Well, sure. Well, what I do for a living is very specialized. And in each city, there's only one company that does, that provides a service that I work and that I do in my specialty. And I don't really want to get into it.
That's fine.
As to what I do for a living.
Yeah.
But basically, I've been blackballed from Kansas City. I can't work. I cannot make a living in Kansas City, be with my grandkids. I can't. My grandkid just had a baseball game yesterday. Couldn't be there. Couldn't see them. I'm reduced to watching videos and seeing my wife once or twice a month, and that's it, because I have to keep the family going. I have to keep the house. If we move completely, which is an option, it totally annihilates the family unit. My children that are already grown, I can't see them. My grandkids, everything that really matters in life.
Of course.
I can't be. Unless I want to go flip burgers for a living, and I can't do what I do, and then everything crumbles, and it's a form of exile and political punishment. Even though, again, I wasn't violent, I'm not even involved anymore. They could say that we won, we knocked him out. He's no longer involved in any politics. Even though I love President Trump and I will always stand by him, I just don't get involved more than that. And here I am. I can't even spend time with my family.
Yeah. Where do you live, in Kansas City?
No.
Well, I have a place in the Kansas area, and in Overland Park, and then I work here in St. Louis.
Okay. So I'm just wondering how you found out about the show. How did that happen? Was it when you were here or when you were in Kansas City through the app?
Pure luck.
Love
pure
it.
Luck. I was just going through, and Vic, let me tell you something. The best compliment I can give you, ever since Rush Limbaugh passed away, there's been a hole in my heart, and that hole is gone. And I really mean this. It's not. I'm not being overly crazy with telling you that your show is so much fun. I enjoy the things you do. I enjoy how you guys do it with Ken. It's just fresh. I look forward to this show more than you know.
I appreciate that. Ken's
we really do appreciate it.
Ken's not great. He's all right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just a joke.
Yeah, Enrique, if he's listening to the show, he knows that.
He's probably heard me say that before, right? Yeah. All right.
I'm a Vic head.
There you go, baby.
All
Hey,
right.
then you know what? When we didn't do this, Enrique, you get a whoosh.
You get a whoosh.
Whoosh.
Whoosh, my brother. I want to say one thing about you being, you have Hispanic background, right? A Latino background, right? With your name?
Yeah.
Okay. So this pisses me off so much. People talk about black and brown people, the brown church are coming after the black and brown people. This is Nazi. But they never care about Hispanic people who are conservative.
Yeah, oh, no.
They don't get any special treatment or any special words from like Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz are both Latino, and the left hates them.
The large majority of the black and Hispanic population is conservative.
Yeah, no kidding. And do you feel that way, Enrique? Like you're the one?
No, 100%. It baffles me that these people come and go and protest for illegal immigrants, which I understand their plight, and trust me, that's a whole other ball of wax. But then it's okay if I'm left out of my city, which I really belong in Kansas City with my family.
Yeah.
But it's okay for them to to basically I don't know what's the word that they use when the illegal immigrants get deported. It's okay to deport me since I'm a conservative.
Right.
You can deport conservatives, but you can't deport illegal immigrants.
Well, when you get
it really burns a hole in my head. It really does.
I hear you. When you get back to Kansas Citi, you can listen on the app. Just
right.
One push,
Yeah,
bang, you're right there.
I'm
All right. We just want
I'm
you to
ahead
listen.
of you.
We just want. Do we have time? Do we still have time for this?
Let's do.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is Senator Tuberville on the anti-weaponization fund.
Each case would be handled individually. Again, people are not going to be just handed money out. It's going to be done the right way. You got to remember, and I've had people in my office that have absolutely gone bankrupt. They've lost their businesses. Some lost their families. Some absolutely have gone off the deep end. They need to be helped. And if we can't help the American people with their own tax money, what kind of country are we? It makes no sense whatsoever that we do not stand up for the American people when we have the opportunity to do that. And that's what we're up there for. We fund Ukraine, we fund Europe, we fund NATO, we do all this stuff. But when it comes to American people, not one time in 6 years, other than the big, beautiful bill, have we done one damn thing to help the American people. President Trump is exactly right. Let's help these people. Let's get them back on their feet and tell the Democrats to shut the hell up, because they almost run this country in the ground by spending $7 trillion that we should have never even touched. And, it's just a sad day that we have to go through something like this.
And Vic, this is what we need to be doing for Enrique here, is supporting this anti-weaponization.
I was just going to say, does the president know about your situation, Enrique?
I don't know. On the day that we got pardoned, I called the White House and I left a message with the person answering the phone, thanking President Trump for basically giving me my life back. And let me tell you, it was 13 years of my retirement gone, 13 years of hard work gone, because I had to take all that money to defend myself for 5 charges, to go to jail for 30 years. And I ended up pleading guilty to 1 charge for 2 years worth of probation. I mean, I'm not President Trump. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not going to fight.
Yeah.
I don't have a team of high-powered attorneys. My life has been completely upended, and I don't have it as bad as others.
No, I know.
Thankfully, my expertise in my work is so niche that I'm always wanted somewhere, and usually is with people that are moderate to full-on red. I've been banned from other companies that don't want me because they find out about that, and they tend to be liberal. But I agree with Senator Tuberville. I mean, what could I add? Basically, that we love this country. A lot of people went there in good faith, and the people that didn't assault officers that were involved in some criminal action don't deserve to be treated like criminals. They need some mercy, and that's the bottom line for me to be involved in this call. Basically, to whoever can listen, they would give me some mercy and grace and help my family get back together.
All right. Well, you know what? We know Representative Onder. Maybe we can.
Bottom line is
shoot him.
support the anti-weaponization bill.
Yeah. All right, Enrique. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much for listening, and thanks for being with us. We're out of time. But let's talk again soon. You can update us on your situation, okay, buddy?
Thank you, sir.
See you, Enrique.
Enrique Colon.
Here's another one for you.
Woosh.
Woosh, my brother.
See you, buddy.
If you love your pet, which I know you do, then they deserve the excellent treatment and care they'll receive at Pacific Animal Hospital in Pacific, Missouri, a full-service veterinarian facility. Originally built and grown by my dad, Dr. Bill Jones, a new generation of wonderful veterinarians and staff at Pacific continue to provide outstanding medical, surgical, dental, boarding, and grooming services for your favorite furry friends. Our family entrusts the care of our pets only to the experienced docs and staff at Pacific Animal Hospital. You should too. Call them today, 636-257-2100, 24/7 at PacificVets.com, PacificVets.com.
Hey, DIY warriors, ready to transform your outdoor space? Start with Lee May Concrete Block, St. Louis's trusted family-owned manufacturer since 1947. Whether you're building a retaining wall, creating a backyard fireplace, or pouring concrete, Lee May's got you covered. From compact blocks to large cast concrete, they provide materials and professional guidance to bring your vision to life. Military and first responders get special discounts. Visit Lee May Block Showroom or LeeMayBlock.com. Lee May Block, building your dream one block at a time.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green.
This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at
NewstalkSTL.com.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Amid a surge in Ebola cases, Uganda is closing its border with Congo. The World Health Organization says the disease is outrunning efforts to keep it in check. Getting underway now, a Trump cabinet meeting at the White House where the Iran war may top the agenda.
The Republican president has projected confidence that he's closing in on a deal that will reopen the Strait of Hormuz and give him a credible argument that Iran's nuclear capability has been diminished enough to declare victory. As he prepares to huddle with his top aides this morning, President Trump is hoping to wind down a conflict that's been politically unpopular for Republicans as the midterms are approaching. Under the potential deal, Tehran would agree to give up its stockpile of highly enriched uranium in return for sanctions relief. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
The Republican primary voters of Texas have spoken, and they like Ken Paxton. The candidate, endorsed by President Trump, has trounced longtime U.S. Senator John Cornyn in the GOP primary runoff. The U.S. military remains vigilant in the war on drug runners.
Unclassified video posted on social media by U.S. Southern Command shows a boat speeding through water and then exploding into flames. The U.S. military launched the strike Tuesday on the boat, suspected of transporting drugs in the eastern Pacific Ocean. One man was killed, 2 people survived. Since early September, the Trump administration has been blowing up alleged drug trafficking vessels in Latin American waters, and at least 194 people have been killed. The Pentagon said last week it will evaluate whether the U.S. military is following an established targeting framework when carrying out such attacks. Donna Warder, Washington.
1 person dead, several injured, others missing. A chemical tank imploded at a paper mill in Longview, Washington. On Wall Street, the Dow up 272. Townhall.com.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-573-4400. That's 800-573-4400. Again, that's 800-573-4400.
This hour of News Talk STL brought to you by Window World of St. Louis. For replacement windows, doors, and siding, call 800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 800-GET-WINDOWS. From the Michaels Flooring Outlet Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist Shan Scotch with your first alert forecast. We're going to be tracking temperatures towards mid to lower 80s this afternoon. A few chances of some spotty showers and thunderstorms. Mainly going to be looking at some heavier downpours as a primary threat. Then into Thursday, 85 degrees, mostly dry. Friday could see a few chances of some spotty showers off to the south of the St. Louis Metro. Temperatures close to 80 degrees, 82 into Saturday for the most part, looking dry even as we head off into Sunday. Partly sunny skies. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chance Gotch.
Vic Porcelli.
Come on, you're Italian. You understand.
Every day is a busy day all of a sudden.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Tough and smart, and I love Italian, so, he's definitely Italian.
At least I have this show to come and talk about it and let some stuff up.
What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
The Vic Porcelli Show.
All right, hour number 2 of our 3-hour tour, courtesy of our friend Ken Williams. Man, Enrique, that we just talked to, Ken, Enrique Colon, it was an awesome conversation, that's all I want to say, with him.
Yeah.
And, I stand by that, because this is the same thing you and I talk about all the time. It's never about race or heritage. It's only about party, right? When a black conservative wins an election, the congratulations don't come pouring in from all the biggest, highest black politicians and people in the country.
Never.
Right?
Right.
So it's not about race. It's about party always, you know?
For the left.
And he, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, when they say stuff about them, why aren't we calling them racist? Because they're talking about Hispanics and Latinos. Well, brown people, you don't like brown people? What's the problem?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think Enrique is in that class too.
He is, Vic, and with regard to this anti-weaponization bill, yes, there were criminals that hit cops and everything. We don't condone that. That's not what we're talking about here. They should go to jail.
Yeah.
We're talking about the people like Enrique who was caught in the middle of this crap and needs to be reimbursed for the things that this government did to them without exception. They should be taken care of. It's the American taxpayers' money going to an American taxpayer who was done wrong by this government.
Yeah. And, we didn't get a chance to mention it on the air. Ken and I talked about it when it was over. I mean, we can run this up at least to the House of Representatives, to Bob Ondra's office through Nate.
Yeah.
And see, because Nate was on Owen Schroyer's side. He was a great friend of Owen Schroyer.
Yep.
So why can't he help Enrique Colon?
Yeah.
And he was a Vic head, too, I just want to say.
That's right.
All right. Let's talk to the speaker.
Already. Timmy.
Former Speaker of the House.
You just proved why you left-wing loons are so insane.
Y'all ready for this?
Tim Jones.
All right, I would like to say there is no bigger fan of this radio station than Speaker Tim Jones.
Yep.
He's always listening. Good morning, my handsome, ultra MAGA Speaker of the House.
Well, and a very happy, unofficial beginning of summer week, Memorial Day celebration, MAGA ultra deplorable Garbagian double Woosh Wednesday.
Here it is.
I
knew it was coming.
Okay.
I almost lost myself there. How you guys doing? I missed you last week.
We're doing great. We always miss you when you're not around.
You know where I was last week?
Where
I was?
I mean, that's a question.
You know where I was?
Where were you?
I was at. I don't want to brag, but I will. I was at the White House.
Wow.
Doing what?
Things I cannot talk about.
Oh, stop it. If he told us, he'd have to kill us,
right.
I had a great trip up there. Saw one of our famous Missourians. Not Will Scharf. He was busy that day with the president, but another epic Missourian, Alex Meyer, who runs the Department of Intergovernmental Affairs at the White House. Very important department. And Alex is, I think, this week officially going back onto the political side of things. As you guys always talk about every single day, going on offense. Alex is going to be out there on the road. He's a campaign guy at heart, so he's been working at the White House at the Executive Office Building, the big giant Eisenhower Office Building, right on the White House grounds there, where most of the staff and the operations are housed. But he's going officially 100% now back to the campaign political side, because as you guys have been preaching for weeks and months, time to go on offense, baby. We got to start, going for the wins like you've been talking about all day here. And, politics is fun. It's what we get to talk about every day. It's kind of the, it's the circus, it's the sideshow, it's the dog and pony show, it's all that. But we got to start talking about bigger ideas than that. We got to start talking truth, don't we? Objective truth, right? And like what's good for the country, not what's good to help me get reelected again, right? What's good for the country. We're talking culture. And you know, I don't care how flawed or problematic that Ken Paxton may be in the eyes of some Texans. That's your guy now. And he proved that last night with a freaking, I mean, talk about it. Guys, in politics, when you win by 5 points, they say, oh, very good job. Yeah, you handled that really well. When you win by 10 points, they say, wow, that was pretty much not much of a contest. When you win by more than 15 points, it's a freaking landslide. I don't know what you call it when you win by, 32 points? I mean, talk about a referendum on the uniparty and the Washington, D.C. swamp. This is the first time I've been told, and I think forever, maybe ever, that 2 sitting Republican U.S. senators running for re-election lost their primary bids.
You know, left wants to say MAGA's dead, and I think we're alive and breathing. This guy, Alex, you mentioned, what's his last name?
Myers. Alex
Myers. Okay. So I just think that this is kind of related, but kind of not. We talked 2 years ago, the person who was in charge of the White House tour, right? If you want to tour the White House. So we were a music station. We don't know what they were talking about, just having some fun and everything. And we're going over the rules. He goes, well, you can't bring any food in. No food. I said, does Cheese Whiz count? Because that's not really a food. And then I could hear him writing my name on the list. Vic Porcelli, never coming to.
We'll never be in here again. Yeah.
So Alex Myers, you mentioned he's a campaigner.
I'm sorry, Meyer. I'm sorry, no S on the end. That's my mistake.
No,
Meyer.
I'm sure you said it right. I'm sure.
No, I didn't. Meyer. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Alex Meyer, you talked about him being super good at campaigns and stuff. Now, this pisses me off, okay? Because the president campaigning for Mike Lawler, right, representative from Suffern, New York, and he was in Suffern, and Jackson Dart, the quarterback of the New York Giants, introduced the president, and Joy Behar wants to run him out of town.
Yeah.
Some of the Giants themselves, teammates, are getting on him for being at the Trump rally. And what's crazy to me is, you know, all he wanted to do is welcome the crowd.
All hail the New York Giants!
New York Giants! I'm sure you've seen Madagascar, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. I like to move it.
There you go. There you go. All right. So let's talk about
I love Madagascar. It's the best ever.
The best.
The
hell.
The second one was kind of random. It was kind of weird. But
don't know it. Don't care.
The first one and the third one, absolutely epically spectacular. We love it every time we watch it.
When I was in the theater with my girls watching that, and he said, all hail the New York Giants, I literally jumped out of my chair and cheering for the Giants. New York Giants! All right, let's get serious here. Stop screwing around, Jim. So very quickly on the rest of these national elections, and then we'll get into the local state stuff. So Cornyn lost, and Al Green lost. I thought that was great because he's just a waste of space.
Isn't that amazing? So even in the Democratic Party, right, this was a Democratic primary, and Al Green, the power of incumbency is supposed to be pretty epic, and it usually is. It's like got a 99% return rate, you know, but apparently not this year. So even in the Democratic Party, Al Green is apparently persona non grata now. But so I got a question, though. So who beat Al Green? Do we know the guy who beat Al Green?
I know he has too many E's in his name.
Heard you say that. So is he what ethnicity is he? Do we know?
He's black.
Okay. So, but, you know, are the Democrats still going to call racism because one black guy beat another black guy?
You know what?
Because Al Green's their favorite. Is he their favorite black guy? I mean, you know, that's the problem when you play race politics is, well, Al Green lost obviously because somebody's racist somewhere, even though another black guy beat him, right? I mean, that's how their minds work, right?
Yeah, Christian Menefee, he's black.
But somebody's got to be racist, right? Because that's their equation. Anytime a person of color loses something, the reason can't be that they sucked or that people are done with them, right? Like the Kamala Harris autopsy last week, the DNC autopsy. I'm sure somewhere in there was the fact that, well, Americans are racist and sexist and misogynist, right? It can't be that you and your policies absolutely suck and are bad for America.
See, real quick, I'm reading down NBC News and they're talking about Menefee. he benefited from a $5 million outside spending of a super PAC that was aligned with cryptocurrency industry leaders. So
so he's privileged.
That's the reason why.
So he's privileged.
He's privileged.
Stuart Simpson
Right,
is privileged.
Tim, yeah.
He's privileged. Yeah,
That
he's
is so
privileged.
funny. All right, so are we done? Can we move on to local?
Bill Cassidy's gone. Paxton or Cornyn's gone. Cassidy's gone. Al Green's gone. I mean, it is a murderer's row of losers and lunatics that will not be back in the next congressional session. It's amazing. It's a massive turnover. I hope it's good for America, but you got to keep the majorities in the House and the Senate. Yeah.
I couldn't wait to play this today for Al Green and John Cornyn and every other jerk in the Democrat Party. All right, I just want to do that for our fun.
It's a
losers
message,
and lunatics, right? That's a good way to put it, right? Losers, all the so-called Republican losers, and all the absolute left-wing lunatics. I mean, all gone. I mean, it is man. The American people are doing a house cleaning this election season.
Tim and Vic, 4 years ago, you would have never imagined this was happening. MAGA was even getting stronger now, and Tim. Right now, the left is trying to get this narrative going, give it legs, and MAGA's dead. What do you think?
Well, I mean, and I don't know. I don't follow the Democratic primaries because I really don't care. Maybe I should pay more attention. I know nothing about this fella who beat Al Green. Obviously, I know nothing about him. But, is it maybe because even Democratic voters are saying, yeah, knock it off with the I hate Trump Nazi stuff. Knock it off with the mutilation of kids. Knock it off with the defund the police. Knock it off with the open borders. You guys have got to go. You guys, you gals, you got to go back, you Democrats, to at least trying to pretend to be the party of the working people like you used to be many decades ago, like caring about American citizens, American stuff, American borders, American military might. America first, like there was a time where Democrats and Republicans were America first. Remember those times, guys?
Yeah,
I mean, politics, when our leaders would go overseas, politics stopped at the water's edge, meaning like unlike today's Democrats, like Newscomb and, Jabba the Hutt Pritzker and the rest of them trashing America every time they step foot off of our shores. I mean, that used to be, and the differences between the parties was much more narrow, right? It was more of an argument of, and the Republicans fell into this too. It's like, oh, we gonna spend $1 bazillion more dollars or $1 gazillion more dollars, And but both parties, at least the Democrats pretended. I don't know. Maybe they were always crazy, but they pretended to love America. They pretended to love the American working man and woman. They pretended to love American patriotism and the American military. And now it's obvious to anybody who's watching. They don't love the America we have had, or have ever had. They want to turn it into something not the United States of America, right? They want it to be the People's Republic of America or something. They want it to be the Communist Marxist Manifesto of America. These are the things they want. They do not want the United States of America envisioned by the founding fathers and mothers of the nation and made greater and greater and greater over the last 250 years. We always get around to solving. We always come up with solutions. We absolve our sins. We take care of our where else are you going to go, right? That you have these liberties, these freedoms, the ability to fail and to succeed, and to always try and make things better.
Oh.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You done?
Sorry. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I think they want to change the country into something that's not even good for them.
You're
like
right.
Women protesting for Sharia law.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
People campaigning for Zohran Mamdani.
Yeah.
And now if you're a landlord in New York, there's wanted posters at the post office with your face on it. Not really. But, he wants to turn it over maybe even to the tenants.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Tim, you mentioned something about at the water's edge being Americanism, being for America. And just yesterday, Vic and I were talking about this councilwoman who was in Sacramento, and they were doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and her back was turned to the flag, looking down at paperwork, while the other people had their hands on their hearts, turned the other way at the flag. It's amazing.
I have to call you a nationalist.
He is a nationalist.
I am.
He
As
is.
am I.
Freaking
We both happen to
nationalist.
be white. Just
Nutty
coincidence.
national.
Happen to be-
And Christians.
I'm a Christian.
But what do you think,
Trifecta.
Tim? What do you think
Me too.
about people want to change the country into something that's not good for them?
You know, so you hear all these crazy attacks. I really thought we were in a post racial and ethnically abusive society, and I think we were until the great divider in chief Barack Obama came on the scene. But the fact that there's this virulent rise of anti-Semitism again, and you hear all these attacks about Israel. Oh, the Jews are running the world. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
how
no
are the
kidding.
Jews? How are the Jews running your world? They're like 2% of the world's population. How are they running your world? You know, how are they making?
What?
It's okay. So fine.
Wait.
So put that aside.
Why aren't they considered a minority? The minority, the percentage of Jews in this country are less than blacks.
Yeah, you're being generous. I think about 2%, Tim. I think it's less
I
than
think
that.
I am. I may be.
In
I may be
America,
generous.
it's 2.
But in the world,
Right, but I'm talking about
so
Americans.
With all that,
Yes.
with all that criticism about Israel and the Jews and the Jewish people, how come there's never any? You know, it's never. Where's the criticism of the 7th century theocracy that is lording over people in the Middle East and has been for over 5 decades, who believe that women are second-class citizens at best, and, oh, God forbid you have a, quote, alternative lifestyle, you're not allowed to survive. And so do these people not, you know, I don't see Jews and Israelis calling for intifadas and jihads and beheading people in the streets and shoving infants into microwaves. You know, I mean, that's the Islamists, and that's the communists and the Marxists who breed oppression and death. So where is the criticism? Where is that? It shouldn't even be equal. It should be 10,000 times greater. Where is the criticism of the communists and the Marxists and the Islamists? You want to live under those power structures? Good luck to you if you're it's like what Netanyahu says. Gays for Palestine.
Yeah.
That's like chickens for KFC.
Right. It's so stupid. All right, Tim. Hey, I'm really excited about your little tailgate broadcast June 2nd at Lindenwood before the debate. That's going to be fun.
You going to stop by? You going to bring the
I
beverages?
didn't say that.
Hot
I just
dogs?
said it looks like it's going to be fun. I hope you guys have fun.
Put you on the air.
Oh, I think we should. Yeah, I think we should stop by there for sure.
You making my
Bring a big
decisions for
foam
me?
finger.
Nope.
On where I'm supposed to be and when I'm supposed to
Right?
be there?
No.
All right, Tim.
Well, he's not the boss of you. I don't know who is.
He is. I say it every
Yeah.
day. I tell him it's his show. He doesn't believe me.
No.
All right, Timmy, this afternoon, every afternoon, 4 to 6 o'clock. Oh, wait. One more story. I'm sorry. So I tell people all the time, listen to Tim and Chris on your way home, not Sean douchebag Hannity, okay? Last night, the show before him, right, which is Jesse Waters, said, they've called it, and Paxson has beat Cornyn. They called the race is over. So Sean Hannity gets on and goes, well, we'll have that race for you. We'll have the results of that race for you. Meanwhile, on the other side of the screen, it's called.
It's done.
For Paxson. I'm like, don't you even pay attention to what's coming out of the speakers ever?
Right?
I can't.
I think that's I know. Some people have awareness, and some just don't.
He does not. And I think people should be listening to you guys. That's what I think.
Well, thank you very much, as they should listen to you mid-mornings every single day, 9 to noon.
Thank you for being
See?
with us, my ultra
I know when
mega
the show runs.
handsome Speaker of the House. And a double wish Wednesday to you, my brother.
And a double wish dry. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's dry.
Mostly
Oh, yeah.
dry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Double wish, mostly dry hump day to my ultra mega deplorable Garbagian brothers.
Woosh, woosh.
All right, that's Tim Jones. Listen to him this afternoon.
See you, Timmy.
Chris Arps.
Hey, guys.
God bless him, man. He listens all the damn time.
I love it.
Hey,
And,
Ken.
I love their show, too. I listen all the time.
Ken.
man. Yes, sir.
We just got a letter.
Did we really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll open it up when we get back.
Okay.
We squeeze in a dry hump day
There it
under
is.
partly sunny skies.
1019 94.1 News Talk STL. Welcome home.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. The Vic Porcelli
Some
Show.
of these protesters hold up signs proclaiming gays for Gaza. They might as well hold up signs saying chickens for KFC.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
News Talk STL is proud to have Doug Voss of Safe Money Radio as part of our lineup each week. Doug has been a staple on the St. Louis radio airways for many years as one of the leading financial experts in the area. You can now hear Doug and Safe Money Radio 2 times every weekend on News Talk STL. But in case you miss anything, you can check it all out at DougVossSafeMoneyRadio.com. You could also reach Doug at 844-676-SAFE. That's 844-676-7233.
Doug Voss is a registered representative. Securities offered through DHL Securities, LLLP, member FINRA and SIPC.
License number GL250000615.
You're cooking dinner. The lights go out. You flip the breaker and forget about it.
But what if it keeps tripping?
Trips once, your breaker's doing its job. Keeps tripping? That's a warning. Bad wiring or something worse.
Do people just keep flipping it?
Most do until they can't anymore.
Call Grasser. We'll stop the trip.
Green is always Grasser at GrasserHomeservices.com.
1 in 4 women will have an abortion before the age of 45 in this country. That's the tragedy we must work to stop. Mike Ferguson from The Morning Show here, and that is why Reach Reproductive Health is here to empower parents to save the lives of innocent children and to see these families come to Christ. And you can be a part of saving and changing lives. So pray and visit outreachforlife.org to learn more, volunteer, and donate. That's outreachforlife.org.
Hey, it's Susie Moore for Window World. Did you know that in just over the last 20 years, Window World of St. Louis has improved the look and thermal efficiency for over 80,000 customers in St. Louis? Plus, Window World windows come with a lifetime warranty that covers all parts, glass breakage, and labor. And now, Window World is offering 36 months, same as cash financing with approved credit. Call them today at 800-GET-WINDOWS for a free in-home, no-pressure estimate. That's Window World at 800-GET-WINDOWS. They're the preferred window of the St. Louis Blues.
Hey, Columbo here for Rockwood Charcoal. Rockwood is made from 100% pure Missouri oak and hickory, so you're cooking with the best and supporting local industry and a local business all at once. There's over 100 area Rockwood retailers. Find yours at rockwoodcharcoal.com.
Remember when food tasted like home? When breakfast was made from scratch and dessert was worth saving room for? At Shorty's Diner, we're serving up down-home breakfasts, lunches, and desserts just like Mom used to make. Fresh, from scratch, every single day. Step back in time with us, where the booths are cozy, Elvis is always in the building, and every plate feels like a hug. On Lackland and Westport, or online at shortysdiners.com. Shorty's Diner. It's not fancy. It's not fat-free. It's just the way it used to be.
News Talk STL. News Talk STL.
Woosh, woosh.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. Vic and Ken.
Oh, what's wrong with you? It's either this show or indigestion. I hope it's indigestion. Why? It'll get better in a little while.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Sign seals the living. I'm yours.
You go, Vic.
Wow. July 19th, special date at this radio station. It'll be 5 years that we've been on the air. And people who didn't give us a chance, not a chance, but didn't give us, we wouldn't.
Very dismissive.
Yeah, we're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. They're a bunch of losers, and, you know, Vic's fat, and they didn't say that.
I don't think they said that.
It is true, but they didn't say it. So here we are. 19th will be 5 years later, and we're also celebrating, of course, the semi-quincentennial of America.
Yeah.
I've officially moved over to.
It's easier. You know, just go with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every time you mention this, though, I really always want to say just thank you to everybody who's listened the last 5 years. I mean, we've got so many people that, you know, even the early adopters, they was like, no, we love this station. Just let's keep going. Keep going, you guys.
Well, here's a good sign. Our afternoon guy listens all day. Tim Jones.
I love that.
He's always listening to the station. And hello, Enrique Colon Jay Sixers, trying to get his life put back together after they tore it apart,
right,
also listens to the show. He called himself a Vic head.
That's exactly right. Thank you, Vic Heads.
And Kenny played him a whoosh.
I do. Well, actually, you know what? That's weird is that I only gave him a whoosh.
How dare you?
I mean, at the time,
everything he's been through.
I know.
Everything the government has done for him, and you only give him one whoosh?
Enrique, this is for you.
Whoosh, whoosh.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am, actually. I'm sorry.
No coffee for you.
Nope.
No soup either. All right. Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
We just got a letter.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
All right. This is actually, this email I got is actually official business.
Oh.
So,
okay.
I want you to take it seriously, okay?
All right.
This is from the business manager of the International Brotherhood of Chatboxers, Local 1019 and 94.1. His name is Ed Stoit. He's married to Edna.
Okay, before you read it, understand and realize the weight of that letter.
Agreed. He's married to Edna.
Hey, stop joking around.
Oh, my
This is
God.
serious.
Last time I'm going to try this, okay? He's married to Edna.
Yeah?
Stoit.
Oh.
Ed and Edna Stoit.
Edna.
God.
Thanks, Edna.
This show would be so funny if you just shut up sometimes.
Sometimes. That's not going to happen.
Are you ready?
Ken, Thunder Stealer.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. This font is so small, but I'm going to give it a shot, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go. Vic, I missed the Tuesday show live as I was working the May food drive pantry donations at our church. Ed is always doing something for somebody. I don't know if you noticed. Food banks, he's just a good guy. At our church, as I am chairman and working on another church upcoming project. Wow. He's a business manager of the union, and then he's doing this too?
He's a busy guy.
Where does he find all the time? I listened to the replay of today's show yesterday. When you and Ken reached the chat box ending, I didn't know whether to be offended or grateful. I've been told before that I talk too much, and now apparently I chat too much. I don't think it's too much. I wasn't saying that it was too much. I was just saying that we got every single comment in yesterday with minutes to spare, and that never happens.
Oh, that's what he was referring to then.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly, yeah. You nicely deflected that my chatting is the culprit of your not completing the chat segment. But I didn't say it was bad. I never said it was bad. As business manager of the International Chatbox Union, Local 1019 and 94.1, I respectfully maintain that I will continue to chat as I feel the need and to represent the union membership both on Rumble and Facebook. Dave the Rebel not included. Dave Stouffer.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying, he's talking about Dave Stouffer.
Oh, yeah.
Because Dave said that the Facebook chat box is a non-union right-to-work chat box.
Right. Which I think is classic.
I got to read it again now because I union membership both on Rumble and Facebook, Dave the Rebel not included, for quality chat box time. P.S. I feel the squirrels are the chat length culprits.
Ooh.
That's a knock on me.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit.
Have a blessed day. Respectfully, Ed Stoit, married to Edna.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
And then I replied to Ed, and I said, no, everything.
Oh, you know what? You did.
I did.
Ken said, LOL, never be offended, Ed. We always appreciate your input, and it's fun to create all the chat box visuals. And you know what? I'll be a bigger man about it.
Would you? Okay.
Oh, you shut up. The squirrels are a problem. Okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do.
Nothing. I mean, it's just it's part of your makeup. It's part of your DNA. It's hardwired into Vic Porcelli, squirrels.
There's an animated movie I can't think of the name of right now, but there's a dog in it that has a squirrel problem, and he says out loud, "Squirrel!"
Yeah, Up.
Is it Up?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need him going, "Squirrel!"
Okay.
And then when I start,
you're right.
You play it, and that'll shut me up. Does that work?
That's very good.
This is show prep right before your very ears.
Yep. Well, we do a lot of this stuff with Vic heads. They'll say, "Hey, how about this?" And I'll say, "Oh, hey, that's a great idea. We'll do it."
Yeah. All right. Let's play some audio, Ken. We got
Sure.
some time here.
Yeah.
So let's play 5, 6, and 7 in order. You good with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so play 5, MS Now, about James Tallarico.
But look, I think, Joe, the key thing here is that James Tallarico was cast, and increasingly still is cast. I would say increasingly, but still is cast as a moderate. There is nothing. He's not a moderate. Yeah, he and Jasmine Crockett have basically the same positions on almost every issue. He's a populist. He's a progressive. He's pretty far to the left on a lot of issues.
This has nothing to do with the content of what he's trying to say. This is him just trying to speak like a human. Play the beginning again.
But look, I think, Joe, the key thing here is that James Tallarico was cast, and increasingly still is cast. I would say increasingly, but still is cast as a moderate.
Stop. What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
What is he trying to say?
This is MS Now, by the way.
Yeah,
which,
of course.
Which is crazy. He's going about as far as he possibly can on MS Now to minimize, I think, Tallarico, because I think, well, no, actually, on MS Now he wouldn't be. He'd be propping him up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. But the fact is that Tallarico is just a loon. This guy, I ask everybody who is interested in finding out about Tallarico, this guy who potentially could become a major player in Democrat politics, look him up. Look up his words. Just look up the words he says, and you're going to see a real radical here.
Oh, my God, you said the word that I was going to say. Radical. That's one thing this guy didn't say, that Tallarico is a radical.
Oh, and he is.
Newscast, broadcast, he is cast as, what the hell are you trying to say? Just say. See, this is what I'm talking about. Where they have to be so eloquent, right? And so loquacious that they have to use all these words and try to say it a different way, you know? And play the beginning again. He's trying to be so eloquent and so smart, and he sounds like a complete idiot.
But look, I think, Joe, the key thing here is that James Tallarico was cast, and increasingly still is cast. I would say increasingly, but still is cast as a moderate.
6 times. He said cast 6 times.
But you know what I think that's from? They have to parse their words and be very careful that they don't say anything negative about their people. And Tallarico's their people now.
I totally get that, Ken. But how much time did this guy have to prepare what he was going to say?
What he said in 11 seconds could have been done in 3.
Exactly. And you know, sometimes I wonder, what were you doing for the last 20 minutes? And why weren't you looking at what you were going to say and perfect it before you get on the air?
Yeah.
I mean, we go on the air at 9 o'clock, and then that's it. We're done. We have to know what we're doing, know what we're saying.
Right.
Doesn't always work.
Right.
But and to our defense, we don't have that 20-minute cushion to prepare what we're going to say.
And we don't have writers and everybody else either. I mean,
a reporter on a news channel, right, is out on the street. Let's say it's raining, you know?
Yeah.
Big news story, it's raining. And then it's the only report that this person will do in the entire half-hour newscast. And then they'll say, okay, let's go to our reporter on the scene. What's happening? Well, I'm at the corner of, you know what I mean?
Right.
You have all that.
I was going to tell you. Here, let me check.
This is it. This is your 90 seconds or however long it is to do your report. And you're not prepared? You're not ready? Really? Whizcast, broadcast, sign mic cast. He said cast like 100 times. All right, enough of him. Let's move over to CNN about Tallarico, because he's going to be a problem for a lot of Christian voters.
This is the race they're going to run against him. It's going to be total culture war race. They're going to use that sort of blunt a lane he thinks he has carved out around his Christian faith and his interpretation of Christianity. I think it's going to be effective. You know, I guess one of his statements was something like, "It's not clear if Jesus or God was a man or a woman, or he contains both masculinity and femininity."
Try to cushion that.
That's going to be a problem in Texas, and it's going to be a problem for a lot of Christian voters, whether you're Latino, black, or white. They don't agree with that interpretation of the faith and of Christianity, and so I think, you know, he's a vulnerable candidate in Texas.
Do you think it's going to be a problem, Vic, when he says that Jesus Christ was a male and a female, and how about having abortion on demand all the way up until birth? I mean,
No.
I think it's a problem.
Listen,
It's going to be a problem.
She said that it's going to be a problem for a lot of Christian voters. It's going to be a lot of problems for Tallarico, not for Christian voters.
Right.
There's not a Christian on this planet that's going to vote for somebody that says that God is a non-binary freak.
The Pope.
Pope, too, is non-binary?
No. The Pope will vote for him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did I just say something bad about the Pope there?
No, I just said that, no, I mean, Joe Biden, who is for abortion, Kamala Harris, who is for abortion. Joe Biden's a Catholic, and yet at the same time, he was able to take communion. Nancy Pelosi was able to take communion. And in the Catholic Church, I know for firsthand, if you're not Catholic, and especially if you're for abortion, you're not taking communion.
I couldn't get communion, and I just had an impure thought at confession.
My mother and father couldn't get married in the main part of the Catholic Church because they had to go to the rectory or something like that because they were living out of wedlock. Oh.
Can I say mine again?
Yes.
Okay. I once couldn't get confession because I had impure thoughts. When you go to confess it, bless me, Father Fry of sin. Well, I had impure thoughts and looked at a girl with impure thoughts. You don't remember that?
No. Yes, I do remember it, yes.
Because here's the thing. People who went and got their first Holy Communion, right, in first grade, and then in sixth grade they got confirmed, now they're going to vote for a guy that says that God is non-binary?
Yeah.
Who's going to do that?
Right.
By the way, do you remember Judy Martin? She was
Yes.
a promotion person.
Yeah, Judy, yeah.
I loved her so much. She was asking me about my girls. I think she was asking about Marielle. And I was like, oh, yeah, she's going to be in first grade. Oh, just in time for First Holy Communion. Like, she knows exactly what First Holy Communion is and all this stuff. And I was like...
She was always sweet.
She was the best. All right. When we get back, what the hell are we doing, Ken? I'm sorry. So you didn't think that was a good joke?
It was good.
I couldn't get communion because of impure thoughts.
Impure thoughts. I just like the way you say it.
That's why George Carlin said it. Oh, my God. America's Psychiatrist. I need her right now.
Yes.
America's Psychiatrist. Carole Lieberman. She's next. I'm out.
Stream The Vic Porcelli Show at NewstalkSTL. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Now, my mama died shortly before I left for Iraq in 2005. And when we went through things, we found 19 loaded handguns.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's NewstalkSTL.
I saw Stevie Wonder at Radio City Music Hall.
I heard that.
When?
You've said that before.
Have I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I trust you. Glad you're paying attention. I'm not. So, I'm sure you're sick of hearing about my trees, right?
No.
My trees are awesome in the backyard. I had no idea how quickly trees grow. I mean, there was the tiny little tree in the backyard. Now it's a big old boy. And I look at it with amazement, and it's right against the fence, too. I'm sure my next-door neighbor loves it. And I sit out there, and I look at my trees, and I'll say it again. I breathe in. They're so nice to give us that oxygen, that O2. Oxygen's O2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
And giving them the CO2 that they need. I know you hate that, Ken.
No, it's fine.
But that's the reality of it.
It is.
And, Ken and I made a revelation yesterday that they made fun of people who talk to their plants in their home or in their office.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Who's the smart one now? When you talk, the CO2 comes out, and the tree says, thank you so much. I was so thirsty.
Right.
Right? Okay. Impure thoughts. Remember when you had to go to confession and tell... You couldn't even think.
I get it.
I wasn't even supposed to think about Janet Kragowski's legs.
No.
I wasn't even supposed to think about it.
You should not take communion then.
So... Stan Clement can save your tree if you think your tree is dead. Don't you make that determination. You're not qualified to say if your tree is dead or not. But Stan will let you know, and he'll try to save it. And if in the unlikely event can't save it, then guess what? The money you pay towards fixing the tree will go towards removing it. I think that's a very fair, best deal in town.
I agree.
So get on the horn, 314-440-3662. Or go to RootsPlusLLC.com, RootsPlusLLC.com.
If you find yourself feeling out of place in the world, it's comforting to know conservative values haven't been abandoned everywhere.
The far left wants to destroy conservative values in America.
This is News Talk STL. Welcome home.
Are you tired of hard chlorinated water drying your skin out, tasting bad, and ruining your fixtures? Jones Air and Water Treatment has a solution to this pollution. Our Hydratech H2O leaves you with great tasting, soft water at all fixtures in your home with one unit. Call Jones Air and Water at 636-899-1040 or visit us on the web at joneswater.com. You can be a filter or buy a filter. Jones Air and Water, 636-899-1040 or joneswater.com on the web. Call us now.
Tired of settling for generic fishing gear? Say hello to Bullseye Bait and Tackle, O'Fallon's one-stop shop for serious anglers. Live bait, premium tackle, rods, reels, and an unbeatable selection of lures from top brands like Megabass, Zoom, and Berkley. Whether you're after bass, catfish, crappie, or bluegill, they've got the gear to help you land the big one. Plus, their expert team, led by Mark and Liz, provides rod and reel repair services. Bullseye Bait and Tackle, 266 Fort Zumwalt Square, or at bullseyebaitandtackle.net.
A Disney cruise is no ordinary vacation. It's an adventure, a fairy tale, a dream. Step aboard and discover where favorite Disney characters meet fun for the whole family, where total rest and relaxation meet the ultimate escape and excitement, where a dream vacation meets a magical cruise. Only on Disney Cruise Line, where magic meets the sea.
Magic Expeditions will make planning your Disney cruise easy. Reach out at magicexpeditions.com.
Fox News commentary with Jimmy Fallon next.
Most investments today feel like second jobs. Real estate, you're a landlord. Stocks, you're a day trader. Crypto, you're a full-time researcher. You've got a life to live. Your investment should help you live it. That's why more Americans are choosing gold. Noble Gold has helped thousands protect their future with real physical gold. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
Jimmy Fallon reacts to Stephen Colbert leaving late night.
The truth is, as a comic, I really resent Colbert because he's doing the opposite of my job. Like, I grew up wanting to work in late night because I was watching guys like Johnny Carson who got political. Just to be clear, they just didn't get purposeful. That's the fool's errand of Colbert. It's not that he makes fun of Trump, it's that he tells you how to vote afterwards. He tells you with a straight face that fascists are running our government. Guys, if fascists were running our government, do you know what people wouldn't be doing on TV? Criticizing them. These guys are manufacturing their own pretend hysteria. And then instead of bringing the country together with things we could kind of bond over, by default, they're alienating the half of us who just aren't crazy. The issue is not that Trump can't take a joke, it's that Colbert became one.
For more commentary like this, go to foxnewspodcast.com.
Woosh, woosh.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Live and be well.
How dare you!
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Libs and never Trumpers. Do you wake up every morning to the ringing of Trump's voice in your head? You may suffer from moderate to severe Trump derangement syndrome, or TDS. There is hope.
New MAGA Strength Trumpinol. Magadonian approved.
I had it really bad, so I take the Ultra MAGA Trumpinol with extra Kofifi. And now, instead of calling him criminal, I kind of like the best.
Side effects may include the desire to become pro-life, question the media, defund Ukraine, support Israel, wave the American flag, close the border. Ask your doctor if Trumpinol is right for you. Make yourself great again with new Trumpinol.
Don't take Trumpinol if you're allergic to Trumpinol.
Right.
Dr. Carole Lieberman, America's Psychiatrist. We thought you'd enjoy that because now you can get out your prescription pad and write prescriptions for Trumpinol.
Yes, that was very funny. Except I prescribe something. Well, first of all, I don't rush to prescribe medication, but I prescribe therapy. But so my cure for Trump derangement syndrome is individual or couples or family therapy.
Yes.
And because in which you don't try to convince the person, the patient, that they're wrong, that Trump is great and they're just mistaken. But you get them to look at what it is in themselves that make them hate Trump. So in other words, for example, with men, it would be the men who are most likely to have TDS are men who have low self-esteem. And they compare themselves to Trump. And, he has all the things that sort of stereotypically or classically are supposed to be really good for men to achieve.
Wow.
A great education, a lot of ambition, great jobs, a purpose in life, a very worthy purpose in life, a lot of money, and a beautiful wife.
That's all you need.
So when these men don't have that, somehow they've twisted it and they blame Trump for their not having it. And for women, so what you do in therapy, what you should do, is work on the person's low self-esteem and help them to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve for themselves, rather than just continuing to blame Trump. Now, for the women who are most likely to have TDS, these are college-educated white women who obviously have had problems with men throughout their life. Remember the pussy hats? And so you work on why they have problems with men, and you try to help them with that.
Got it. Okay, so Carole Lieberman, I also want to say she has a great podcast, Dr. Carol's Couch, on voiceamerica.com, and the Terrorist Therapist podcast. It's been a while since we've talked to you, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better, what you're talking about. We have said that Trump derangement syndrome is a real thing. So what does, are you being funny, or can we actually have it as an official affliction, a disease?
Well, I have been working on this for over a year. So it's not funny. I've been working, putting a lot of hours into this. And my plan is to propose it. I mean, the hours have been going into writing a proposal, a rather long proposal, where I talk about the different symptoms for mild, moderate, and severe TDS. And my aim is to get it to be recognized as a real diagnosis by having it be in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual.
So can you do this before the midterms? That'd be great.
Well, yes, I am. I got a little delayed because I was planning on doing it earlier, but then the Iran war and all that, and it didn't seem like the right time. But now, with the midterms, it is, it's important to do it now.
Dr. Lieberman, I really appreciate the way your approach to trying to alleviate the Trump derangement syndrome with the left. And I want to ask you this because this past weekend, I've got a lot of people on the left in my family, in my extended family, and we had a big party this weekend. And I was talking. They approached me and they were asking me questions about it. I was answering questions. And do you think that that's part of the process? Because they were just not going to have any of this whole Trump thing. But I was trying to answer their questions, and they just blew them off. And I think your approach is probably better. Well, you're just inadequate.
Well, I mean, it's because it's irrational. Trump derangement syndrome is irrational. So you can't really work with the person on a logical basis. It's not about logic. It's not about, like, for example, you might think that one way to deal with it is to try to point out all the wonderful things that Trump has been doing and plans to do. But since it's not about that for them, they don't even know half the things that he's been doing and plans to do. So it's not really about that. It's just about hating him as the man, as this alpha male.
Yes, agreed. So you know how, like, if you've committed a crime but you're not mentally competent to stand trial, maybe you shouldn't be able to vote if you have moderate to severe Trump derangement syndrome.
I like that.
I can't wait for the TV commercials. Do you have some moderate to severe Trump derangement syndrome? And you see this guy, crazy lib, ready to jump off a cliff, because they're gonna self-harm if they keep this inside.
Well, it is true that people with TDS, especially the moderate and severe types, are really destroying their own life. because they become obsessed with Trump, and they make their life all about Trump and all about putting him down and all about, telling everybody else how they feel and all of that. So that's why, there are lots of divorces due to Trump derangement syndrome. There are lots of family problems. And so I like that idea of making people not be allowed to vote if they have this, because it's for moderate and severe, well, certainly severe, at least it's sort of psychotic.
That's right.
There are psychotic symptoms that you can have depending upon how severe it is. And so, yes, I guess we don't necessarily have something that bans people with psychosis like schizophrenia or bipolar. I guess they're not banned from voting.
You're right.
Maybe
this
would be a little difficult, but it's a great idea.
And Dr. Lieberman, we've talked to another therapist who said that it didn't take, even if it took months, at some point, like some huge number, 78% of his clientele would eventually get to the point to where it would be like, oh, it's about Trump. No matter how long it took, 78% of his clientele would come to the arrival of, yeah, it's about Trump. Have you experienced any of that with the people that you do therapy with?
Yes and no. Yes, patients do sometimes bring that up. However, they know that they're not going to get very far because they know, what I feel about that, what I believe about that. And so mainly it's really not helpful unless I'm trying to get at their underlying problems. So in that sense, whether they mention his name or not, it's still sort of similar. The therapy is still similar.
So here's the outcome for some of these people. They hear things, whether it be from the mainstream media or their favorite actor or comedian, and they don't know the truth, and then harm themselves by making a fool of themselves on TV. Some woman, don't know who she is, I don't remember, talking to Bill Maher on his show. And she goes, yeah, well, he's building this ballroom, and it's taxpayer money, and I'm not paying it. And Bill Maher goes, it's privately funded. So this girl's making a fool out of herself because she has moderate to severe Trump derangement syndrome.
Well, but did she then say, oh, no, that's not true. It really is from the taxpayer money?
No, it was a short clip. The clip didn't get that far. But
you
know what?
Her point on that.
I know, I get it. I'll study it, and I'll have your report. I'll have my report on your desk in the morning.
Because that's the typical kind of thing. They don't want to believe, they don't want to believe, even if you showed them a piece of paper, a document that showed where the money was coming from, they wouldn't want to believe it.
Right.
That's
and
where the psychotic part comes in.
And how do you combat that? I mean, because I've seen that too. It's like, no, I'm telling you, I saw it. It's documented. It's right here in front of me. Well, where'd you get that?
All right, Dr. Carole, you got to get this work done before the midterms, okay? we need you, okay? Dr. Carole Lieberman, America's psychiatrist, terrorist therapist, Dr. Carole's Couch on VoiceAmerica.com and Terrorist Therapist podcast. Always great to talk to you. Let us know when you have a patent for that, okay?
Yes, okay. And when my website is available to the public.
Perfect, yes.
Trump derangement syndrome website.
There you go.
We will publicize that to death
Yes,
for you. You bet. Take care. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
She's a hoot, isn't she?
She's great. Yeah.
How do you, again, Ken, how do you get as far? This person who was being interviewed by Bill Maher, she had to be somebody, right? He doesn't pull people off the street and interview them on his show. It's somebody, whether it's an actress or a singer or a politician or whoever. And if it's a politician, you don't know that the ballroom is privately funded, you don't belong in Congress.
But like Dr. Lieberman was alluding to, it's so ingrained, it's so entrenched in their brain that even if they see it, that actually makes them even more angry if they see truth and documentation, facts and all that, because it goes so against to what they've been invested in for so long.
And then they got to waste more time trying to disprove that. After you prove them wrong, they got to disprove that.
Right.
And they never get any sleep. Vic for Vets is next on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL, celebrating 5 years here on the air and 250 years of the United States of America.
Hey, Columbo here for Intervine, a great local company that has customers all across the country due to the quality of their products. Intervine has the best flashlights, lanterns, headlamps, and even batteries, including the new Monster 2000 Lumen waterproof lantern and the Sentinel 2000 self-defense flashlight. Our home and vehicles are full of great Intervine products, and right now you can shop their website and get 25% off your entire purchase just by using my name, Tony, as your promo code. That's promo code Tony at Intervine.com.
Remember those magical moments in Mom's kitchen? The heavenly aroma of fresh baked cookies? At Trolley Stop Bakery in Chesterfield's Forum Shopping Center, our co-op of talented bakers has been perfecting that homemade magic for 4 decades. From the gooeyest cookies in town to custom pies, cobblers, and cakes, everything's made from scratch, just like Mom and Grandma's recipes. Need that perfect corporate gift? We ship our famous cookies nationwide. The Trolley Stop Bakery, 67 Forum Shopping Center, or TrolleyStopBakery.com. Because some traditions are too sweet not to share.
Hello, 4th of July.
Back-to-back Jack! Kerry Robinson, a hero tonight!
The Cubs visit St. Louis May 29th through the 31st for a weekend of baseball's best rivalry at Busch Stadium. The history is real. The fans are loud, and the energy in the ballpark is unmatched. Day or night, every pitch matters when these two meet. So get ready, Cardinals fans. This is what summer baseball in St. Louis is all about. Get your tickets at cardinals.com/tickets.
The weekend starts at Busch Stadium. Grab your crew and kick it off at Friday Night Live. Every Friday night home game, Budweiser Terrace turns into the hottest happy hour in the Lou. With $5 beers, $5 hot dogs, $7 margaritas, live music, and more all game long. Meet up with friends, soak in the energy, and keep the night going with baseball under the lights. Good vibes, great deals, your new Friday tradition. Get tickets now at cardinals.com.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
Town Hall, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump today speaking to the press after hosting a cabinet meeting at the White House. The details of that meeting by correspondent Laura Winters.
The cabinet meeting was originally going to be held at Camp David, but that was a scratch due to weather. All cabinet members are expected to attend, including the outgoing DNI, Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Topics to be discussed include next steps in the war in Iran.
That is Laura Winters reporting. The Congressional Black Caucus is calling on major U.S. corporations to push back on Republican redistricting efforts. Here's correspondent Donna Warder.
The Black Caucus has sent letters to more than 250 companies asking them to condemn redistricting efforts that the lawmakers call coordinated efforts to silence black voices at the ballot box. Several states have moved to get rid of congressional districts represented by black Democratic lawmakers after an April U.S. Supreme Court ruling that severely weakened a key provision of the Voting Rights Act. Donna Warder, Washington.
Another giant leap for mankind.
Moonbase 1 will be the first privately funded lunar lander mission in history.
That is NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. He said Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin cargo lander will carry payloads to make a permanent manned moon base possible. Each mission capable of ferrying tons of equipment to the moon's surface. Liftoff for the first of them set for this fall. Rideshare drivers organize in Massachusetts in what labor leaders are calling a big victory.
The App Drivers Union could eventually represent nearly 70,000 drivers statewide. Drivers for apps like Uber and Lyft say many have been struggling with rising gas, insurance, and maintenance costs and sudden deactivations. Organizers say workers are also worried about the expansion of self-driving vehicles. Lyft and Uber issued statements saying they plan to work in good faith with the union and state regulators as the process moves forward. I'm Jennifer King.
More on these stories at townhall.com.
You've put in the work to get that first job, moved up the ranks, or started a family. Now it's time to take your success to the next level. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we're here to help you keep that momentum going with educational programs built around real-world, in-demand career skills. We'll teach you how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science, plus timeless skills like leadership, communication, critical thinking, and more. Affordable, accredited, and online. A UMGC education fits your life, so you can keep growing while you keep going. You've succeeded before. Now succeed again. At UMGC, we believe nothing should stand in the way of your next achievement. Not doubt, not your life stage, and especially not an application fee. Just apply by June 1st, and we'll waive your application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
This hour of News Talk STL is brought to you by Stifel, serving investors for over 130 years. Contact your Stifel financial advisor at stifel.com. That's STIFEL.com.
Dive into adventure with Great American Divers. We're your local veteran-owned scuba center offering PADI certification courses, equipment repairs, and dive travel opportunities. From beginners to experts, we got you covered. Kids can join our SEAL Teen classes, and we even host pool parties. Our experienced staff is passionate about teaching, and we're the only center in the area with our own indoor heated pool. Great American Divers on Central School Road in St. Charles. Visit greatamericandivers.com. Great American Divers, where adventure runs deep.
Concerned about the condition of your windows driving up your energy bills? I was too. It's only called STL Windows and Doors. Their Provia windows combine old world craftsmanship the professional way, the Provia way, with over 65 years of combined experience, locally owned, offering competitive pricing and personalized service that the big box companies can't match. Call today for your free in-home estimate and start saving tomorrow. 314-277-5952 or stlwindowsanddoors.com.
Democracy is loud, and on Tuesday, June 2nd, you can be right in the middle of it. News Talk STL is bringing the St. Charles County Executive Primary Debate to Lindenwood University in St. Charles at the J. Scheidegger Center for the Arts. No reservations, no tickets, just show up. Can't make it in person? Catch every word live on News Talk STL from 7 to 8:30 p.m. The St. Charles County Executive Primary Debate on June 2nd. Brought to you by the St. Charles County Republican Central Committee, Mid-Rivers News Magazine, Lewis & Clark's Pachyderms Club, and the Hammond Institute for Free Enterprise at Lindenwood University.
This hour, the Vic Porcelli Show, brought to you by the Trolley Stop Bakery, the official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show.
A 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough.
We squeeze in a dry hump day under partly sunny skies.
From New Jersey to Baldwin, Missouri, to behind the microphone, taking the whoosh to the radical left and the putrid swamp. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show. Here he is, Vic Porcelli.
Thank you. Everybody sit down. All right. Mark Carter coming up in a bit. I asked him what's going on, at the council. And he said, trash. And I'm like, oh. Like, I'm Trish, that's the trash. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember Trish is trash?
Yeah.
I'm Trish, that's trash. He means real trash, real garbage.
Real garbage.
So it must be piling up and stinking and everything, I'm sure. So we'll talk to Mark about that in a bit. Don't let me forget, 11/26, I want to remember a great jazz saxophonist who passed away yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That's his name on the board over there.
Oh, okay.
And Chatbox 1141, we hope it holds up to all the standards of the International Brotherhood of Chatboxers, Local 1019 and 94.1. Right now, it's time for Vic for Vets. This was submitted to us by the Soldiers Memorial Archives, St. Louis, Missouri. What a great place, right?
Yeah.
To remember the
wonderful people. They did a great event this past weekend. It was so somber and wonderful. I mean, yeah.
I love it. Today's honored vet is Henry J.J. Betts, Jr., Korean War Army Private, Company A, 19th Infantry Regiment, 24th Infantry Division. Now, I'm going to tell you when he was born and when he died, and then you're going to be able to put the pieces together in your head. Okay? He was born on October the 12th, 1931, died July 16th, 1950. He was killed in action in South Korea. Served as a light weapons infantryman, awarded the Bronze Star Medal and Purple Heart. His parents were Henry J.J. Sr. and Helen Betts. A brother, Marine Private 1C Robert Joseph Betts, was also killed in action in Korea. God. Another brother, Airman Edward J. Betts, served at Camp Kilmer, New Jersey. So this is a family of patriots we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Two out of their 3 sons killed in action.
Yeah.
Henry J.J. Betts lived in LaSalle Park in St. Louis. He's buried in St. Peter's and Paul's Catholic Cemetery. Vic for Vets, our honored veterans on News Talk STL. We couldn't do without the benefit of the friends and the support of Alamo Military Collectibles, Gemini Wealth Group, Heroes Care Incorporated, Michael's Funeral Home, and Freddie's Market. And that is Vic for Vets. I want to say one thing because I was not completely accurate yesterday. Do you remember, Ken, yesterday we were doing the chat box, and somebody asked me, he said, "Hey, Vic, my dad fought in the Korean War and then died a couple of weeks ago. Do I celebrate Veterans Day or Memorial Day?" And I said, that's Veterans Day, you know? And then I said, mistakenly, it's for service people who were killed in action during battle. And it's not completely true. As long as you are in the service at the time you die, it's Memorial Day. But if you, like my dad, fought in World War II, came home, was a school principal, and all that, Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clear that up.
I thought you said it that way, but
I think I did, as far as his father was, but it's not just killed in battle. I made it look like everybody killed on the battlefield.
Oh, okay, no.
As long as you're in the service,
Yeah.
desk, job, whatever you're doing,
right.
It's Memorial Day. I just want to make sure, I don't want to get my military stuff wrong, Ken. It's the last thing I ever want to do is get that
Well, yeah, I mean, my Uncle Chuck, he died in battle.
That's Memorial Day.
That's Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father passed away. He's at JB, but it's for Veterans Day. Yeah.
Exactly. You got it. It's a little puzzle we put together, nice and neat.
Yeah.
Now, please, all rise.
From the county of St. Louis,
Crime issues, economic development.
this is Mark Harder.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Vice Chair of the St. Louis County
That's
Council.
right. That's right.
So I said to you up the air, and what's that? You said trash going on at the meeting. I was like, oh, there was fighting and arguing. Oh no, you mean trash?
No, we're talking trash, real trash.
This
real
is
trash.
a smelly story, isn't it?
Yo, it is, and it's getting stinkier. So, today at 1:00, we've been having problems. Let me go back. We've been having problems with a number of our trash contracts through the St. Louis County area, mostly in the unincorporated portions of the county. And so we've been getting a lot of calls where trash is not getting picked up. It's not getting picked up on time, billing issues, you name it. And so we finally have had it with some of these contractors, and we're going to have them come before us today at 1:00. And if anyone in the listening audience wants to participate, they can come to Clayton and speak your piece, or you can listen in on Boxcast on the website and find out what we're going to do about it.
I've got to tell you something about Republic Services. That's who we use in Afton. I'm going to call them out because, man, I have been abused by them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It's been going on forever.
No,
It's like the McCoys and the Hatfields.
I have had this conversation with Vic Porcelli for over a year and a half, 2 years.
Mm.
I mean, literally, like they won't pick my trash up, and when the guy does, he gets so pissed off at me. He comes to my door, rings the doorbell, and goes, "What? Why aren't your cans 3 feet apart? I need your cans 3 feet apart." And I'm like, "Who are you?" and he goes, "I'm the trash guy."
Ken's in
and
his
I'm
bathrobe.
I'm looking at him. I'm
Hairs.
like, "Go dump my trash," and then I leave.
Yeah.
And then I call the supervisor. The supervisor gave me his personal phone number. And it said, "Ken,
that's not good, Mark.
The problem that these guys are having is the fact that they think that they don't have to pick up trash." And I'm not kidding you.
Mm.
It has been so bad that I told them, I said, he's starting to make me nervous. He knows where I live, and I don't know where he lives.
Oh, my God. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and I mean, he's come to my door multiple times and just said things like really weird stuff. And I'm like, Republic Services, you've got a problem. Then the same supervisor who gave me his phone number asked me why I got his phone number. Or how I got his phone number, and I told him how, and he goes, "I don't believe I would give you that." I said, "No, it was that bad before. Now it's even worse." Mark, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
It's been a big problem.
And you're not the only one. I mean, we're getting, recycled, not picked up on time, issues with drivers. Now, what the contractors are telling us is that, A, they can't get drivers. No one wants to work. And these guys are paid
very well
with benefits. And it's all automated. It isn't like they're humping these cans from the back of the house to the front of the house. So, that part of it is there. but they can't get enough people, they say, and then they say their trucks are broken down, whatever. So we're tired of all the excuses. So we're bringing Republic Services and Waste Connections before us today at 1:00 to talk about this going forward. So we have the right. They have 3-year contracts, depending on where they are with the cycle. We could end those if we had to. The problem is there's not a lot of other choices out there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And a lot of the trash companies have basically combined with other trash companies. So when you say, well, we'll just switch to this one, well, they're owned by the same people, you know what I mean, or the same corporation. So it's you're not getting much better in many cases. So we just got to, we got to have unfortunately, come to what kind of meeting today and talk about this and what's going to happen in the future.
Right.
So that's Talking Trash today at 1.
I'm Mark. That's the trash. So I'm going to ask this question because I'm going to ask this question, right? Waste management is a big business of organized crime. Is there any of that going on?
I don't know about that. That's why I have a remote start on my car.
Oh, my God, that's great.
That's awesome.
Oh, God.
Mark, I don't exaggerate.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about this guy.
You too. You're brave, too. They may come and dump all the garbage on your lawn like in The Sopranos.
Ken, could you go start my car?
Yeah, really.
So, I don't know. I we've got where I live in Baldwin, we've got Republic Services, and they've been excellent.
Ours
so
too.
I don't know what if it's a different branch, if it's a different depot, a different
Right.
way of I don't know. But unfortunately, we're
dump my
finding
trash.
it.
Just dump my
Yeah,
trash.
just
That's
take your
all I
trash.
want.
Just a simple thing. Take your trash. But it's not happening. So we're going to talk about that today. So that's one of the issues that's coming up. What I want to mention also is next week is the air show at the Spirit Airport, and so that's Saturday and Sunday of next week. Not this coming Saturday, Sunday, but next Saturday, Sunday. And we got the Blue Angels, as every 2 years we get them, and then we get to see all the Boeing products are laid out on display on the tarmac. So anything that usually Boeing makes or touches or comes up with, they'll have some type of representation there. They're a big sponsor of the air show. So that's coming up.
This was let's say 5 years ago. I was getting a haircut in Chesterfield. I didn't make the connection, of course, until I walk out with my haircut, and then like 5 of them flew over my head.
Right.
I was like, oh my God. I think I even took a video of it and put it on Facebook.
Right.
It's so thrilling.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see them fly into their destination, much less with all the crazy loop-de-loops and all that.
Right. So
Loop-de-loops.
little insider information.
Oh, here we go.
Friday is rehearsal day. So if you happen to be in the Valley spending a lot of money in Chesterfield at Walmart or any of the stores out there, you might see some rehearsal going on
Nice.
Friday afternoon. So for this Saturday show.
That's pretty cool. I love the Blue Angels.
But so you get a whole weekend of air show. If you go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you get to see all the different acts in the air. But the big thing is buy a ticket, come on the property, and that way you get to see all the static displays. You get to tour, walk through some of these big transport planes, and get to see things up close and personal, take pictures and all that good stuff.
You get to go in the transport?
Oh,
plane?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, depending on what they have. In the past, they used to have some big Hercules type of transport planes that you can walk from tail to head or whatever.
I think that would be really neat.
Get to see how big
as long as
they
it
really
doesn't
are.
take off and they push me out. I don't want any of that crap.
No.
So and they'll have helicopters and other things there as well. So and then the big issue here and where they make the money is for STEM programs. So your ticket, when you buy a ticket online, you can go on to the air shows has a website, buy your ticket, that gets you parking and onto the airfield. You get to see all the different static displays. But the money goes to STEM programs, which is then divided up through this nonprofit that puts on the air show. And that money gets sent to different schools around the region to help fund their STEM programs.
And the STEM programs, Vic, they are just so exciting and they're so good for the kids.
Well, I have a question about them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is STEM some sort of acronym for something?
Yeah.
Right. It's science, engineering, technology, mathematics. I think that's acronym, but it's dealing with all those different sciences and engineering programs.
That's great. I knew it had to be
STEM.
Yeah,
STEM.
So let me just ask this, and then we'll get to what you have to say. Can you, if you can't be here that weekend, or if you just can't go, or you don't want to go, I'm sure you can just go to the website and donate money.
Sure,
right?
You can buy a ticket and not go.
That's exactly right.
You can do that. Or there's probably a box that you can donate as well. But it's a great charity, and they do a lot of great things. It takes them 2 years to put this together. That's why they only have these every other year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's a huge committee. It's a huge endeavor. All volunteers that put this together. A lot of retired Boeing employees and engineers and people that are in the aviation career. And the aviation career right now is booming because they got to hire a lot of people, and all the baby boomers are retiring. So there's a lot of opportunities for engineering to work, build these things, fly these things, be around these, air traffic control, you name it. You can write your own ticket in that industry right now. So it's huge out there. So that's coming up. And then another issue.
Hold on. You got something to say about STEM?
I just think it's awesome. I think that's the way public schools should be teaching. It's a lot of it's theory. It's not just open a book, memorize this, and take a test. It's more of like,
hands-on.
What do you think that you should do in this situation?
Right.
I mean, I just love it.
I like that.
Yeah, my daughter went through that. And it's
and
really,
look at her now.
Well, magna cum laude at Missouri S&T. I just think it's the best way to teach a child.
And it gets them exposed very early to it if that's what they want to do. If they have that inclination and want to move forward. My son was in it at Rockwood School Districts and at Marquette, and he got into engineering.
There you go.
And became a mechanical engineer.
That's great. That's great. Absolutely great.
But yeah, it gets them exposed early on, and they can see if that's the career for the future. A couple other things real quick is the case against Mr. Page in our No Kings. I see our no Kings picture up there. Our case against him, it's been submitted to Catherine Hanaway. And if she's listening, or anyone in her department, we need to make sure she takes this issue up about working 2 jobs. But it's up to their department right now. We've turned over all of our evidence that we've gathered and anything that we've found out, and we've turned that over to them, and it's up to them to decide what they want to do with it. So if you know anyone in the AG's office at the state and you feel strongly about it, give them a call and make sure they are taking this up in the near future.
Ken, we may be on the verge of having a Republican county executive in St. Louis County. I'm just saying.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
It'd be nice.
Yep.
Insider Show. What's happening?
Insider Show coming up this weekend. We've got our Lieutenant Governor, David Wassinger, will be on this weekend, and we'll talk about the ending of the current legislative session and some of the things he's working on. We have the new mayor of the city of Manchester, where Vic lives, Ben Tobin. He will be on and talk about his new job there. And then we have Lieutenant Warner, who is with the St. Louis County Police Department, and he runs what is called the RIC, and is the Fusion Center, which is our intelligence gathering new arm. And they've got new location right not too far from the studio here in Maryland Heights. And he'll be talking about that new center they have and some of the new drone programs they've got. They're going to be laying out here real soon.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
So yeah, there's a lot of cool
drones.
stuff coming down in that regard when it comes to law enforcement. So
Sunday, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Be there.
Insider with Mark Carter. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Oh my goodness! How about that? All right, Ken. Among other things. I love this song. Have mercy. I want to remember a saxophone player, so you'll appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's next on 101.9 94.1 News Talk STL. Welcome home.
Follow us on Rumble at NewstalkSTL. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Say it with me. Say Broadway.
On NewstalkSTL.
I really like all the things you're saying.
News, analysis, opinion.
Thank you very, very much.
NewstalkSTL.
Steps Pizza. You know the name. They're famous for their St. Louis-style pizza, but don't forget their party platters for any occasion. Steps sandwiches, pasta, and pizza are always a big hit at any get-together, and the party platters make it easy. 4 great locations: St. Peter's on Juggerman, in St. Charles on Zumbell, Pond Ford Trail in Lake St. Louis, and the original Stefanitas in O'Fallon. Check them out at stepspizza.com. And remember, tonight's a good night for Steps Pizza.
Simply Health with Dr. Brian Deloney.
There are over 20,000 studies on vitamin D, and we still treat it like an afterthought. And cortisol, it's misunderstood. This week, we break down the real science between metabolism, inflammation, and midlife hormone shifts. Don't miss.
Simply Health with Dr. Brian Deloney. Saturdays at noon on News Talk STL. To find out more about Simply Health Integrated Medical, log on to simplyhealthintegrated.com.
If you're considering an annuity as part of your retirement plan, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Bob Stockdale, Senior Vice President Investments with the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel, and host of On the Money Saturday mornings at 9 on News Talk STL 1019. Annuities can be a useful tool for some retirement investors, but not all annuities are created equal. Every week, we meet clients who own complex annuities that don't suit their needs and, in some cases, actively undermine their retirement plan. Before you purchase an annuity, get a second opinion from the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel. Requesting a consultation is free of charge. To request a free consultation, contact us at clearpathinvesting.com. That's clearpathinvesting.com, or call us at 636-695-2650. That's clearpathinvesting.com or 636-695-2650. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member NYSE and SIPC.
Whether at home or at work, you're mobile. So when you're mobile, stay mobile. Keep St. Louis's home for conservative talk with you wherever you go. Download the News Talk STL app in the App Store or at newstalkstl.com.
Well, it's all right. Riding around in the breeze. Well, it's
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
it's all right. Doing the best you can. Well, it's all right. As long as you lend a hand.
Hi, this is Jefferson County Councilman Billy Crow with a reminder to check out our new show, Jeffco Patriot Radio, this and every Sunday at high noon. Now, back to the Vic Porcelli Show.
Thank you, Councilman. We appreciate you. Billy Crow's a good guy. Tall guy.
Yeah.
Billy's very tall. Can I say something real quick before we go into what we talked about, Ken?
Yeah.
Now, Ebola is going to keep people from going to vote. Is that the plan? The Ebola virus was spreading quickly.
Yeah,
according to NBC News.
Yeah, this morning the Today Show was covering it, and President Trump wants to take the Americans that have Ebola from there. I mean, they were there, they got it, and instead of bringing them all the way back to the United States, he wants to treat them there and build a facility that treats them the way they should be. Now, Vic, look. You know, if you're there and you're an American, I think you should stay there until the Ebola is taken care of. Why bring them here and take the chance of that being, oh, well, we screwed up. Somebody had a cut in their glove, and now, well, hey, you're all going to have to sit and have mail-in voting.
I think another question is, why are you there? Why are you in that country?
Well, but I understand some people just.
I'm just trying to be funny.
I know, Vic. But
you hate
no,
my
it's
comedy.
Just serious.
Hey, you like Vic's comedy? Nah.
No,
stupid.
that's just...
He's stupid. No. The reason why I said it that way was because Sebastian Maniscalco has this great story about going over to a house that they've never been to before. A couple invited them over for a dinner party, and he's like me. He doesn't like going over people's houses or anything like that.
Right.
So when he gets there, the guy says, "Oh, can you take off your shoes? This is a shoe-free environment." You go, what did you just say? I don't take off my shoes. They come off once a day. That's it. Someone was like, just take off your shoes. They're nice people. So I took off my shoes, put them in the shoe farm, and it's like people say, what's the matter with that? I make people take off their shoes when they come in our house. We have white carpet. Why you have white carpet?
Why would you do that?
Exactly, Ken. Why would you do that? Same special that you play that from is what I'm talking about. And it was at the Beacon Theater in New York. Okay. So I'd like to talk about, Kenny just blew me away. He always does, but he blew me away. I want to talk about a guy who died a couple days ago. Saxophone player. I said, Ken's a saxophone player. You might have heard of this guy. Not only have you heard of him, you've seen him.
Which, amazingly, yeah. I mean, I was actually amazed that I had the opportunity to do so.
Yeah. The guy's name is Sonny Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was at WDHA in New Jersey, it was my job to record the concert concert calendar. Here's what's coming up. You know, the Rolling Stones are at the Garden. You know what I mean? Just read through the list. So, and then we also had a jazz show on Sunday nights on that station. So I got to read the jazz calendar. Sonny Rollins is going to be at, this cool little club. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers are going to play somewhere, and I felt cool doing it. I didn't know any of these people.
Yeah.
But I knew that what they meant, So, and Sonny Rollins was always playing in these small, that's the cool thing. You saw Sonny Rollins at Westport Plaza when it was in the round, right?
In the round, yeah. And I'm sitting right there in the front. Tommy Campbell, who is a drummer extraordinaire in the jazz world, okay? He does everything, fusion, jazz, it doesn't matter. And he would do the most tasteful stuff with the chimes and tapping on the cymbals. And Sonny Rollins he walked on, and it was like someone just floated onto the stage. It wasn't even like he was really walking. And he he lost his curveball by then. By the time I saw him,
what year was that?
It was a little rough. It was probably early 90s, maybe late 80s, early 90s. I was really into saxophones at that point. So it was probably late 80s,
of course you were.
Early 90s. And when I didn't care. When he played, Vic, it was just so warm.
Yeah.
The warmth of him, and just knowing that it was Sonny Rollins, I didn't care.
That's great.
And Tommy Campbell, everybody gave him such respect. All the musicians that were playing with him that day gave him all this respect of just letting him do what he had to do.
I got to see Muddy Waters one time in 1981 at the Beacon Theater, and he never stood up. He sat down in a chair the whole time.
Yeah.
I was totally fine with that,
Yeah,
like you say. Doesn't matter how old he is, just what he does. And he died 2 years later. So jazz shows like that kind of real quiet, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not raucous like the rock shows.
No.
Nobody says a word. Like even if somebody does something really cool and they wait till the end of the song. Am I right on that?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, when Tommy Campbell would do these with the chimes and everything, and then Sonny Rollins would do a little. It'd be like an avant-garde. It was almost like a hiccup in the saxophone. He emulated Coltrane. I mean, I don't know if you realize that, but he did. And when he would play, it would almost sound avant-garde. That was what he kind of created. But people would go, ooh, you'd hear that.
That's different.
Ooh.
That's different.
You know what I mean?
Than a big roar.
Right.
You're right.
But if somebody were to lean over, say, for example, because nobody did, but if somebody were to lean over and talk, look at that, look at it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, dude,
shut up,
come
man.
on.
Sonny's playing.
Well, everybody just look at him.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, I'm sorry.
You know what's crazy? When I was in the hospital for that thing, my boss, Jules Riley was her name.
Yeah, Jules.
Yeah. She was fun to work for, I got to tell you.
Yeah, she was tough.
When I was in the hospital, she got Jessica and I tickets to see Joe Jackson at the pageant.
Wow.
And I had never seen Joe Jackson lately. Saw him years ago. Matter of fact, I saw Marshall Crenshaw and Joe Jackson at the Pier in New York. So it's not like I hadn't been to a Joe Jackson show. But in all those years now, he's become almost a jazz kind of, that kind of echelon player,
Yeah.
And you can't say anything. Even in between songs, you can't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they played a song, and it was over, and people clapped, and then I said something to Jessica, shh. I said, who are you shushing? The hell? So anyway, it's that kind. I think that's a jazz kind of atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
So
just respect for the artist and the music.
Yeah.
I know it sounds very highbrow and crap. It's just not. It's just You just
Hey,
you're like in wonder.
Listen,
You're just kind of
it's what you like.
Yeah.
And nobody's business to tell you what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
And if jazz is your bag, then that's it.
Yeah.
You know, jazz is not my bag.
Right.
Blues is.
Yeah.
I'll go see any blues show.
And they're closely related, but they're not related. I mean, they're not the same.
Yeah. I think jazz is way more complicated. And, you know, you watch like Duke Ellington,
But
Count Basie.
they all spin off of each other. Like, I was really into a band called Vital Information at the time, and it was just it was like an advanced jazz, like almost like if jazz had a heavy metal band, that's kind of what it would be. You know, they're like just a lot more energy for a jazz band.
Okay.
And it was just cool. It was really cool. I would just practice, and I'd end up listening to it, and I'd be sweating playing along with them. It
Yeah.
was just, I loved it.
I think jazz got more of a historical look than blues. I mean, I think blues, to me, blues is everything. You know, we wouldn't have anything if we didn't have blues, right?
I agree.
But some guy, and this is on Ken Burns' baseball documentary. Have you ever watched that, by the way?
I think I have, yeah.
9 innings, 9 parts. They're all called innings.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you got the VHS tape, you put it was a guy sliding into home. Like if you put all the ones in order, it was a guy sliding into home. And there's a guy, he was a professor at some university, and he said 2,000 years from now, when they look back on this civilization, they're gonna really explore 3 things: the Constitution, jazz, and baseball.
Yeah.
And you think about it, Constitution, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Jazz, totally America. Don't you even try to take jazz from us. And baseball,
Yep.
which used to be a great sport. Now it's not anymore. Did I say that out loud? So anyway, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm total transparency. Didn't know this until last night. I sent Ken some music last night. It's a clip, just a clip. And I'm sure Ken said, what the hell? What the hell has this got to do with anything? Get play it. Waiting on a Friend by the Stones.
Yeah.
That's Sonny Rollins you're listening to right now.
That's the you can tell. Listen. That's what he was known for.
That's great.
That was like just very avant-garde. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah. Sonny Rollins passed away the other day at the age of 85. And I got that last night, and I was like, Ken is going to love this, because Ken was a saxophone player. I had no idea you were a fan of Sonny Rollins.
Oh, I just got to chill.
And you went to go see him.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool that he played I'm Waiting on a Friend.
That's awesome, yeah.
You've seen the video,
I didn't
right?
know that, though.
No, I didn't either till last night. I'm not going to tell you know it. Totally transparent on my part. I know Mel Collins played the saxophone on Miss You, and I know that Sugar Blue played the harmonica on Miss You. I know that stuff, but I had no idea that Sonny Rollins played on Waiting on a Friend. I think it was because I was being a little elitist about the Stones. I still think to this day that Some Girls was their last great album.
Mm-hmm.
And but I didn't know that. And I said, Ken plays saxophone. He'll love this. I had no idea you went to go see him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is the sadder part than him actually dying. There's a photograph from 1958. It's called A Great Day in Harlem. And there's 57 jazz musicians on a stoop in New York City. And they took this picture. Sonny Rollins is in it. And Sonny Rollins was the last living person in this photograph.
In that photograph.
And another thing I learned, because I knew about this thing. I've seen this picture before. But the other thing that's cool about it is this is Sing, Sing, Sing by the Benny Goodman Orchestra, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why are you playing this? Because those drums are Gene Krupa.
Okay.
And Gene Krupa's in this picture, A Great Day in Harlem.
Wow.
And so is Sonny Rollins. It's all connected, Ken.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all connected. And Louis Prima wrote this. I just want to say that, too, all right?
Yeah.
Did you watch, this is so stupid, Quiz Show?
Yes, I did.
when John Turturro plays Herb Stempel and his kid's playing drunk. Tell Gene Krupa to take 5 because the guy was. So Gene Krupa's in that picture, and Sonny Rollins was the last living person in A Great Day in Harlem. Ken.
Oh, that's
kind of cool,
history, right? Yeah, it goes by. It's we talk about that, and we talk about the last soldiers from World War II. We're just down to a very few of them. History just moves on.
Yeah, that was kind of a little Porcelli's Show there, wasn't it?
It was kind of.
Should have said that when we started.
That's all right.
So Sonny Rollins, rest in peace. Not rest in power. I can't do that. I can't do the rest in power thing.
No.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
That's when you die. A, you're resting. B, it's peaceful.
It's peaceful.
So shut up about it. Was that okay?
Yep.
Hey, we're almost done with the show.
Hey.
Oh, my God. Let's go to commercial, get the chat box before there's a lawsuit against us by the union, all right? We'll be right back.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. Vic and Ken.
They don't know what the f*** they're doing.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Columbo and Company.
All the reaction from Trump's cabinet meeting at Camp David and a preview of the upcoming August primary election Wednesday with Missouri political insider Rodney Boyd. Plus, we'll open Close's cabinet.
Live and local weekdays at 2 on News Talk STL.
Hey, it's Susie Moore. If new flooring makes you think hassle, think again, because Michael's Flooring is changing the game. For over 30 years, Michael's has been locally owned and trusted for quality, variety, and amazing service. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl, or ceramic tile, their expert team makes installing new floors exciting, not stressful. That's why customers keep coming back. Visit Michael's Flooring at St. Peter's, Starting Prairie, Creve Coeur, or online at igotfloored.com. That's igotfloored.com.
Looking for a great place to play golf and host your next event? Sugar Creek Golf Course in High Ridge is more than just exceptional golf. Our clubhouse is the perfect spot for private parties, family get-togethers, and unforgettable celebrations. Make your special day even better with our welcoming atmosphere and outstanding service. Visit sugarcreekgolfcourse.com for more information. That's sugarcreekgolfcourse.com, where great golf and great memories meet. sugarcreekgolfcourse.com.
Are you really set up for the future? I mean, buying a home, putting money away for your kids' college, thinking about retirement. Are you dialed in, or are you just kind of hoping it all works out? That's where Royal Banks of Missouri comes in. They'll actually sit down with you and build a real savings plan that fits your life, not some cookie-cutter approach. Whether it's roundup savings, money market accounts, or IRAs, they've got the tools. Most importantly, they've got the people to help you use them the right way. And if you run a business, this is big. Their treasury management team helps you stay on top of cash flow, cut down on fraud risk, and simplify your operations so you can focus on growing your business instead of chasing down numbers all day. That's the difference. Local bankers who actually know you and care about your success. Give them a call today, 314-212-1500, or visit royalbanksofmo.com to learn more. Royal Banks of Missouri, investing in our communities one client at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
The Vic Porcelli Show.
Never rat on your friends and always keep your mouth shut.
This is News Talk STL at 101.9, 94.1, 99.1 HD3 and newstalkstl.com.
All right. 250 years of America, 5 years of News Talk STL. We're working on it, right?
We're working on it.
We'll get to 250 one of these times. So come by and see our debate Tuesday night for the St. Charles County Executive. It's going to be a
wrestling match.
It's going to be a wrestling match. It's going to be like a steel cage match. All right. Squirrel free. Let's go. Ed Stoit. Am I first? Yes, you are. First press first. But no audio or video yet. I put Don't look at me. He said it, not me.
I know.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America. No fair exchange.
No peace.
No fair tariffs.
No peace.
No fair chat box.
No peace.
President, don't cross me, rhinos, MSN Deb Turds, Iranians, Donald John Grover, Cleveland Trump. Good morning, Patriots from M. Goltz. We met him. Good morning, all you beautiful, mega, ultra-patriotic, deplorable, garbaging, degenerate, freedom-fighting, God-fearing, big-head weirdos. Whoosh!
Whoosh. Whoosh.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
You too, Grasser grandson. It's a moist, it's a moist, dry hump day.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
See, that's what I want people to understand. It's always going to be a dry hump day, but it could be a moist dry hump day. We don't know. Nobody knows until that day.
You're making snot come out of my nose. Hold on. That's a compliment.
I want to be clear.
All right. Got it. Hey, Thune, I get the message. Oh, hey, Thune, get the message yet? Time to buck up, Bucky Buckaroo.
I'm really glad that somebody said that because I was thinking that exact thing when they were talking. We were talking about how the senators are being taken down, the uniparty senators.
You were thinking about Bucky up, Bucky Buckaroo? Is that what you were talking about?
No, I was just thinking about John Thune.
Okay, good enough. Offense.
Yes.
The only good thing about this so-called recess period is that there's no hearings happening.
Correct!
The bad thing is that Rhinos Thune have taken a so-called break that keeps Trump from recess appointments.
Correct!
Make sense. It doesn't make sense to have a president on your side and not help him.
No.
Good morning, all freedom-fighting patriot Vic heads. It's Double Whoosh Wednesday. Whoosh, whoosh, my brothers
Whoosh,
and sisters.
whoosh.
Heard today that the new libturd's word for being fired is deactivated.
Oh, come on. So they're still trying to do that. See, let them in charge again, and everything comes back. Wokeism, DEI, and words that they create.
Right. Ed said hi to Duke. It looks like I'm the only one hitting the like button. Huh. Would
it wouldn't kill you? It wouldn't.
It's not going to kill you, I swear. Morning, you awesome Vic heads. Thank you, Allison. We love you. Rumble is odd on showing the likes. You hit it, and it often doesn't register for others to see how many.
Oh.
When I just hit it, it said 0 likes. Rumble could use some fixing. Hey, Allison, how you doing? Hey, Allison.
Hey, how you doing?
Allison is the chick of the day so far. Hoping the DOJ goes after all these people who are complicit and corrupted and put them in jail in reverse of the J6. What is up with Trump's pardons on J6? All those people should have their wrongfully convictions totally erased, expunged, gone. Duke, we agree. We had a J6er on this morning.
Yeah.
Enrique Colon.
Yeah.
Good guy.
And again, I'll reiterate about what our thoughts are on convicted felons. If you've got a felon hitting a cop, he shouldn't be pardoned. He should be incarcerated. If they're attacking police. But these are not that. These are not those people. These are people just who were there doing what they have a right to do, protest, and were put in jail, a lot of them.
Give him a double whoosh, will you?
Yeah.
Allison said, give him
Whoosh,
a double whoosh.
whoosh.
Tim Meh is on the show.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, how you doing?
Whoosh, whoosh, my Wednesday morning people.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Al Green's opponent was endorsed by Mamdani. That's not good.
No, it's not.
He also has too many E's in his name. Way too many E's.
Hey, Mamdani, we need, you know what? I'll save that for tomorrow.
Okay.
Because there's something he's doing right now that is exactly what we suspected he would do about housing and all that. He's literally taking away buildings from owners. And we'll explain it tomorrow.
Got it. Write it down. Pay attention. Civil war if Islamists try to take over. Oh, nothing I wanted to say about Enrique is he's a Vic head.
Yes, he is.
What's up, Vic heads? Great negotiations, guys. Squirrel! Cinderfer said that. She's turned her back on me. She's thrown me away like an old shoe.
Forget about it.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. How you doing? She says. And then Ed says, oh, nuts. And the squirrel. And then nuts. And Cinderfer says, hey, Vic, baby. Yeah, Ken too, whatever. And all you Vic heads, no, she calls you darling. She calls me baby, she calls you darling. But baby
Thank
is
you.
more romantic than darling, I think.
Oh, okay.
Do not tire of doing good. I shan't tire of doing good. Flashback to Trading Places. You're so close. Looking good, Lewis. Feeling good, Billy Ray. Cindy Pagello smile there. Sorry, Ed Stoit, but I will never join the union. Could have made more money if I joined SAG and the movies I was in. What, Duke is a movie star? What the hell? What? I consider that Vic, Ken, and all you Vic heads are family to me. Yeah, that's fine. Why don't you put me in a movie that you're in? No, I'm kidding. Thank you, folks. Did you see Rosie O'Donnell? She lost weight and got a facelift. LOL. I wonder what DJ T will say about that. Duke, hope you get the union gist. Rosie who? Ed Stoit, you know Rosie who?
The less masculine version of Hillary Clinton.
Exactly right. Gotta go do some gardening. I'm gonna drive the tractor. Whoa. Yay, I'll be listening. Have a great double Woosh Wednesday. Cinderfer drives a tractor.
All right, Cinderfer, you go, girl.
That deserves a couple of wishes. All have a blessed day. Cinderfer, enjoy from a country song. Tractor is sexy. Absolutely. The loony left only has one cure for TDS, the MAGA vaccine. See what I did there? Reverse indoctrination.
Yeah.
Ask Carole if it's mental illness or indoctrination, or both. To join their heads, Trump and all suppositories for fast-acting relief. Here, let me help you with that. There you go.
There you go.
Allison.
MMIW G2SLGBTQQIA+.
Now we're going to remember all that. V4V. I mean, V4V is Vic for Vets. Thank you so much. Vic, the skipper. Ken, the professor. Both smart men. It's a 3-hour... What's that? Because I'm fat? Is that why I'm the skipper? Because I'm fat? What the hell?
No. You're the skipper.
Say it with me.
Go, little buddy. Henry J.J. Betts Jr., thank you for your service. Thank you. Come visit the Washington Guard booth at the air show. See what we're raffling off. So that Washington Guard is going to be at the air show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day, May 30th, 1868. Commander Logan announced to observe those lost in battle in the Civil War, decorate graves with flowers. 1971, Congress standardized the holiday to Memorial Day, and it became a day to remember those not only lost in battle, but also while in active service at the death. See, that's what I was trying to say. Either died in battle or if you have a desk job or something. But if you're serving and then you die, it counts as Memorial Day.
Well, I'll be.
Yep. It's time to turn the page on STL County. Enough already. I agree. We might get a Republican county executive. Don't shake your head.
No, it's just that when you say that, I kind of cringe because you know how I feel about that stuff. If you say it, then you kind of jinx it. That's that old Irish thing that my mother gave me growing up.
Listen,
that I can't get rid of.
I'm brave enough to say it because I've already been through election night, and this was at the Powerhouse. I'm sitting on the end of the table. Tim is standing behind the board, and somebody asked me, Vic, what do you think is going to happen tonight? And I said, I think Jane Duker is going to beat Sam Page. And Tim Jones gave me that Western turn like he's in the movies.
Yeah.
What the hell is the matter with you, boy? I was wrong. By the way, next to the like button is a share button. Wow.
Hey,
he's right.
We haven't talked about that.
Share button would be great if you could share it to anyone. Let's see what happens when you share.
And I don't think it'll hurt you.
And you can share it anywhere. You can share it to...
It won't kill you.
Excellent. It won't kill you. Have this feeling this week that something big will happen today, tomorrow, or Friday, just after Vic goes off the air. Hope I'm wrong. That's how it happens. PMS missing today. Join the Washington Guard. Ready to have a blessed day all. Thank you so much, everybody. On Rumble, Facebook. Look at us. Look at all this time we got, right? No squirrels.
Right.
Yeah. Bill Harrison got us started. Hey, good to see ya. Happy double Woosh Wednesday,
Woosh,
all.
Woosh.
Have a great day. Grant, retired. Can you get a retired Woosh Woosh?
Woosh, Woosh.
Happy hump double Woosh Wednesday, you bunch of big heads. Thank you, Grant. Kathleen Worthmore, good morning, fam, bam. Good morning, Vic Heads from Holbrook, Arizona. That's our buddy Sean. I guess he's not coming back. I guess he
Sean,
moved
no, he's probably living there now. Thanks for
He's
being
what?
here. He's most likely living there, I would say.
Yeah.
It's his new home. But I'm glad he's still home here.
He was all involved in elections. He worked the elections.
I know.
Stuff.
When you lose people like that, you really lose somebody.
He was a true patriot.
Right.
Tom Lawson says, good morning, freedom fighters. Mike Bowie, our buddy Mike Bowie.
Hey, Mike.
Says, hey, So I said, hey.
Doggy deli, man. It sure is hot out there.
Our Navy chief, Scotty, what?
Hot, it's sure is hot out in Arizona.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, okay. You don't like my humor, do you?
I didn't get no. Good morning, gents and fellow Vic heads. Have a wonderful, safe day. Stay safe. That's Scotty Downey, our
Thank you,
favorite
Navy Chief.
Hoo-yah, Navy.
Oh, hardly anyone else. We need to one or three.
Right.
If you're going to do one, then give me three. And don't give me that one. Give me
Right.
the one next to that one.
Right.
Hardly anyone else is that courteous. Usually they crunch the cans together between their cars. Good morning from Tanya Alexis Notkoff. Thank you, Tanya, for being there. She also says Miles Davis and Dave Brubeck were my introduction to jazz. Very
nice.
easy to listen to. I'm telling you, put in Dave Brubeck and then take 5. It's like 7 minutes long. I think it's if you had to say, hey, what's jazz?
Yeah,
That's
if you really give it a listen, I mean, it's life-changing.
And you can get that feel that we were talking about.
Yep.
Not a lot of woohoo! None of that crap
No.
at jazz shows, right?
Right.
You sit back, you quietly pull out, and you listen
Yeah.
to the next one. R.I.P. Sonny Rollins. Thank you, Tanya. It was not Josh Hawley who rang in the session this weekend to prevent recess appointments. Well, guess what, Ken? We hit them all.
Awesome.
Oh, wait. Paul Spool. Back from D.C. with the AMVETS leadership, honoring our fallen heroes, veterans, and remembering the POWs, MIAs, and bringing awareness back of the 22 day. Paul works for the AMVETS, the barbecue that we go to.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, Paul, last night my wife had her red AMVETS barbecue shirt on.
All right.
T-shirt on.
Because he's a mensch.
Yeah. All right, that's it, Ken. You got anything else you want to say before we wrap up the show?
That's pretty much it, Vic.
Sonny Rollins, got all that, right? We got all the Sonny Rollins. Do you want to play the Waiting on a Friend again? So you can get all goosebumpy and stuff again? You don't have to.
Are you asked seriously?
You're the saxophone player, dude. You're the one who saw Sonny Rollins live. Can you do any of this?
Yeah, but listen to the right here. Right there.
Well, how do you do that? I know how you do that on a harmonica, but I don't know how to do that on a saxophone.
Well, there are a few ways you could do that. But you can use your lips to slide it a little bit, or you can just it's the way you move the saxophone.
Can I ask you an ignorant question? Because I don't know how to play anything. What does your mouth look like when you put it on that reed when you play?
Just like it's just normal.
It's not.
Yeah, it's pretty much normal. I mean, my issue was I was using my teeth too much, and I was really grinding.
Now, what does
into
that mean?
thing.
Using?
Well, because I would be biting down on it too hard. And I was told to stop doing that.
How do you get those? How do you get those?
Well, that's it. You get into if you get into it, especially because I would use an acrylic reed. You had to wet the regular reed up normally and wait a little bit. I would use an acrylic reed, which is very brash. It's like really harsh, but it was a rock band. I had to pick it up quick. Go. You couldn't do like in jazz. You take your time and you warm up, and it's so smooth.
It's so funny.
But then with a rock band every night, I mean, you just put that reed in, and you go. And so
even your tone right there. It's not. It was a rock band. It's not like a jazz show.
Right.
That's how
Exactly
you
right. Yeah. And that's what the cool thing is about like Sonny Rollins. When you're sitting there listening to him, you can tell it's Sonny Rollins.
Yeah.
You can tell it was him that was playing. You can close your eyes and go, okay, I think that's either Coltrane or Sonny Rollins playing.
Yeah. I think that this whole thing got so much better for me, Ken. I brought in the Waiting on a Friend for you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Because I know you're a saxophone player. I had no idea you went to go see Sonny Rollins, so you must have been totally into him.
Big time.
You must have been listening to jazz records in your bedroom.
Oh, yeah. No, in the basement.
How many kids
so
do wherever? How many kids do that?
Yeah.
My son didn't do that. He used to listen to the oldies stations. The Cascades doing Rhythm of the Rain was the first song he learned all the words to.
God, who was that? Mr. Briefcase. We played a song called Mr. Briefcase. A rock band did this. Okay, we just complete departure. My guitar player loved jazz, and look it up. I can't remember Pat Metheny. Mr. Briefcase. Look that up. The song is awesome, and we would play it live. You know, I just loved it. But it was a jazz tune. A rock band was playing. It was great.
Mr. Suitcase?
Mr. Briefcase.
Mr. Briefcase.
Yeah, look it up.
I will look that up and have my report on your desk in the morning.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for having the record player on at night. Listen to us this morning.
Make sure you have the record player on at night.
And thanks to Enrique for being with us. I'm sure that wasn't easy for him.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have him back, okay? Jamie Allman, 3 Martini Lunch is next.
The award-winning.
Hey, it's Susie Moore for Window World. Did you know that in just over the last 20 years, Window World of St. Louis has improved the look and thermal efficiency for over 80,000 customers in St. Louis? Plus, Window World windows come with a lifetime warranty that covers all parts, glass breakage, and labor. And now, Window World is offering 36 months, same as cash financing with approved credit. Call them today at 800-GET-WINDOWS for a free in-home, no-pressure estimate. That's Window World at 800-GET-WINDOWS. They're the preferred window of the St. Louis Blues.
I'm Dr. TJ, owner of the Institute of Natural Health, co-owner of Optimal Nutraceuticals, and the host of Wellness One. Wellness One is designed to cut through the nonsense and provide you common-sense science-based information regarding health and wellness. On the show, we discuss topics like thyroid health, gut health, hormone optimization, and many others. Our show airs Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. right here on NewstalkSTL. And you can visit us at inhstl.com. That's inhstl.com.
Remember when food tasted like home? When breakfast was made from scratch and dessert was worth saving room for? At Shorty's Diner, we're serving up down-home breakfasts, lunches, and desserts just like Mom used to make. Fresh, from scratch, every single day. Step back in time with us, where the booths are cozy, Elvis is always in the building, and every plate feels like a hug. On Lackland and Westport, or online at shortysdiners.com. Shorty's Diner. It's not fancy. It's not fat-free. It's just the way it used to be.
License number GL250000615.
Hey, Dad, what causes drains to clog?
Grease, hair, soap scum, and tree roots.
Tree roots?
This town has old pipes and big trees. They find each other.
They grow inside pipes?
They bust into pipes.
Whoa.
Once they're in, the water stops flowing.
Can we fix it?
The big green grasser machine can fix any clog.
Green is always grasser at grasserhomeservices.com.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
Breaking news at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump convened his cabinet today at a precarious moment for talks aimed at ending the war with Iran. At a post-meeting press conference, the president took a moment to praise outgoing Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard for a job well done.
Before asking Vice President Vance to speak about these efforts out